Everyone, we are back with Scion. So, if you're catching up to where we are, we're about to go in a frat house, or some of us are. Why?
Yeah.
Why, you might ask? Well, last time we discovered, so we've been on the trail of this ruby brooch that we are working to recover for our upstanding benefactor who's hired us to do it. And we tracked down Philip Awnings, the pawn shop guy, and went to his house and helped him out with some stuff there. Liberated a few things. Last episode, we took those things into the earth, because that's where you go when you need to lay low, I guess. You go into the earth. And there was some stuff about some metal cans and things. But anyway, through all that, we discovered that the person who is currently in possession, we believe, of the brooch we were looking for is a local college student. So we found out where he's at. He lives in a frat house, and so we are heading over there to pay him a little visit. And the way that we're doing that, of course, is by using Bogey's genius plan, where he's going to go in the guise of being there to clean the frat house. Sylvia is going to join the party at some point, while the rest of us wait outside. And Bogey's going to come back out with the brooch. That's the plan. So, I think where we left off, we were heading over towards the frat house. We're getting ready to.
Someone just needs to get the ball rolling. We need to have some positive inertia. We need some kind of an outside force.
Do you want me to approach the house first?
Yeah, I think that's exactly what he's saying.
Yeah.
Let 'em know we're here.
I didn't think we were going there first. I thought we were going someplace else to
Oh man, let's just get in there.
Hey, this is your This is your direct approach, right?
I feel like I said that I just needed something to.
What can you
sort of
possibly
spur us
need?
on.
Nah, we don't need anything. We got everything we need. We got the information. We know where this guy is.
Right.
We can just go
Why
get
wait?
this. We can go get this done.
Right. Get paid.
Yeah.
I'm just having a lot of difficulty getting moving. I think that once we start getting moving,
You need a brown.
Once you have a brownie.
You need a brownie? Have a brownie.
Okay. All right.
Just, yeah, a brownie.
Why was Bogey the choice to go in?
Hey,
Because it was his idea.
he's the man with the plan, and he can do it. He can make it happen.
What? Okay.
This is his environment.
what's the matter? Don't you trust him?
Look, this guy clearly knows what he's doing.
I mean, have you seen him talk to people?
So, what are we
Yeah.
rolling up in? Are we rolling up in my Prius
I mean,
So
if
Frat out sounds right.
with some feather dusters and a mop with a tag still on?
Because when the cleaners come to my house, they roll up in their Prius. Yeah, that sounds right.
Yep. I think that's what's happening.
I think. Okay. All right. So really, what we need are.
I mean, I'll go knock on the door. I'll get things started.
They
You can
have
move in.
we need a outfit.
Oh, I already have my outfit. I've got like what you would see in the movies,
Oh,
the maid
perfect.
outfit.
Oh, good.
You probably need a shirt though.
Did you pick that up at the Halloween store? Because that might not quite be what you might want to open that first.
I got 2 sizes too big. I thought it would work.
I mean, you might want to try it on before we go over there. Just
I did.
okay, all right.
But I've got the little
Oh no.
little French maid thing going.
Actually, we might not need bogey.
Should I lose the? I don't know. What do you call that thing? Should I lose the bonnet?
You're going to a frat house with a French maid outfit on. This is perfect. Yes.
No, those are the silly movies. I know what they look like.
All right, so are we are we heading over? And what time of day did we say we were doing this in?
First thing in the morning.
Early.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
we were going early on a Saturday.
They don't want to open their eyes as much early in the
They
morning.
won't. Yeah, they won't be paying too much attention.
Got it. Okay, and is everybody going, or is it
Wait.
Sylvia and Bogey?
Should we go during?
I'm
well,
on
we
the way, but I'm heading separate. I had to run back by my hotel room real quick.
yeah, and I was gonna just be nearby because I think if you remember, my plan was to be on standby to shut down cell service in the area in case things go sideways.
Stop those 911 calls.
Yep.
911.
I mean, who knows?
Should we go in like Saturday morning, or should we go in like on a weekday while classes are in session?
Well, what day is it now?
I think it is Saturday.
I think it is.
I think it is Saturday.
We kind of
We're
going
getting close. Yeah, it's either Friday or Saturday.
Well, I thought Friday
What
night.
day?
we spent in
What
the
day did
cave.
we break?
Yeah, that's right. Friday night was
Was the break-in?
But this is Saturday.
So
But we
spent
slept in on
Sat-
Saturday, right?
We spent most of Saturday.
Oh yeah, you had to sleep in Saturday. You all kind of
to
stayed up
Sunday.
in the mountain. So
So
yes,
that means that
presumably after getting everything you need to infiltrate as cleaning service, this
Mhm.
is Sunday.
Well, they're gonna all be hungover Sunday morning, so it could be the best time to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
I have to. I can't miss mass, so we'll have to either do it before or after that.
What time is that? 9 o'clock?
When is a mass?
I don't know.
10 o'clock
9,
sounds
10,
fine.
11, 3,
Depends on the-
5,
yeah.
7, 9.
Oh, I can catch the late mass. We're
I was gonna
good.
say depends on the depends on the church. Some of them just
Yeah, really.
all day. Pick a time.
I can catch the late. We can go in the morning.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And Desh, what about you?
I mean, I don't really see how I'm gonna be much good.
Oh, come
there.
on. Come on along, Dash.
But there's all this research.
No,
Dude.
look, we got time. Just in case. We might need you.
For what?
I mean, who knows?
That's right. Nobody knows. All right.
Yeah. Look, I'm going along just in case.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool.
Okay,
Yeah, I'll ride in the back seat.
On my word.
All right. Okay, so Sylvia and Bogey, you arrive in a Prius with whatever you decided to purchase for being a cleaning service.
All right.
I mean, I've got like a feather, like a duster. It's not like
Yeah.
you know. I've got a used sponge. I don't know that I've got a
A
mop at
used
home,
sponge.
We get,
Not
It's
even a
not brand
fresh.
new.
Not even a fresh sponge.
No, you don't use a fresh sponge at a cleaning. Like you don't
I
bring a
don't.
brand new sponge to every job. Come on.
I'm not sure
you?
that's accurate.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Spray bottle. Half. Yeah.
yeah,
So-
we've got we each have 2 buckets.
Okay.
One's like, and they're stacked together.
Okay.
And then they're full of all-purpose spray, a couple of the ubiquitous blue towels,
Yeah. Yeah. Good.
something that is a window cleaner, because we clean windows, and
Should I bring my vacuum?
no, they'll have a vacuum and we'll use theirs. We'll just ask for where their utility closet is. Say that we haven't cleaned this frat before.
All right.
Great.
We'll just go in, knock on the front door, and then ask them where their utility room is, so that we can get started cleaning the house. And we'll work. I guess I'll start on the upstairs, and you start downstairs. Or let's take a look in there and see if it looks like there's a spot that we need to begin together.
Okay.
Could be a real mess in there.
So are we actually going to clean it?
6 years of med school just so I can clean a frat house.
Yeah. Yeah, we're cleaning the
Oh,
frat house. What did you think we were good? You just run in there and run out?
I didn't really think about it.
Yeah, we're cleaning the house, man.
It's gross.
You clean. Yeah.
Okay.
You notice that he hasn't like smoked anything or drank anything or anything all day.
Making me nervous.
Serious operation.
Very
All right. Yeah, we'll I guess worst case scenario, we just clean their house for free and get nothing out of it. All
We're
right.
getting paid at the end.
Oh, you think they're gonna pay us? Isn't that
And
stuff usually
typically,
like
if you
billed?
clean somebody's whole house, then you get paid at the end.
Well, okay. Sounds
Yeah.
good. Yeah, that sounds
All
good.
right.
All right. So yeah, you arrive at the house Sunday morning. This conversation, of course, I assume happening on the way there.
Yeah, pull out, park on the street, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not blocking anybody in if there's a driveway. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gather some materials. Try not to peek over my shoulder too many times. Since we're being sneaky.
That's how you be sneaky, right? You check. make
You're not
sure
supposed to
that-
look. You're not supposed to look that
Oh,
much.
not supposed to look. Okay.
You know, so you gotta just do the eyes.
Okay. All right. Well, then, yeah, I assume you guys head up to the door. As you're walking up, you hear some raucous laughter inside, and you can hear over it after some of the laughter, a guy inside say, "You got beat up by a girl," and the door flies open, and a tall, lean young man comes storming out and nearly runs into the two of you. Says, "Excuse me," and kind of steps aside out onto the kind of, it looks like a half wraparound porch. And so steps out and walks to the other side of the porch and takes out a cigarette.
We infer that this is the guy who got beat up by a girl.
You would get the sense, and he does look a bit disheveled, yes.
Okay.
All right, we'll walk up. And
The door is just open.
all right, I'll knock on the door frame.
Yeah. One of the
And I
guys from inside says,
pulled up the bucket and I say, we haven't been to this house before. Where's your utility room so we can get started?
"Oh, yeah, it's just over there." And he'll point over to a closet in the other room.
So we walk in
Yep.
and go over to that room.
Basic utility closet. It does, in fact, have a vacuum.
All right, vacuum, broom. So we get out the vacuum and broom, lean the broom against the wall. Take a look around walk around the downstairs to see what the rooms look like.
Pretty basic. It's kitchen, living room. It looks like there might be a couple of bedrooms down here, but they're closed.
right.
So as far as assuming just looking in and looking around, not necessarily poking in yet, because it is Sunday morning, so probably some of these guys are still asleep.
Right. And like zero to trash.
Oh, there's plenty of trash. Yeah.
Okay.
pizza boxes. The trash is overflowing. Recycling is empty. No, that's not true. It's full of beer cans and Red Bull cans. So yeah,
Good
no,
combination.
I mean it's not filthy, but yes, clearly there was some fun had here last night.
Okay, so it's not terrible.
No, it's not terrible.
All right, let's start off by emptying out the trashes and vacuuming, and then we can divide up tasks.
Okay.
So after I see Bogey come out with the first load of trash, is the kid still on the wraparound porch?
He is. Yeah, he's out there still smoking a cigarette.
Once Bogey walks back in, I'm gonna walk up on the porch and look at the kid and go, "Excuse me, I'm here to find Oliver Klossoff."
The kid looks over at you, kind of cocks an eyebrow. Why? Because you said, yeah, you're in like a black dress suit. Yeah.
Yeah.
He kind of raises his eyebrow and says, "Why?"
Detective Daniels with Interpol. I need to speak with him.
Like the international agency?
Yes.
Huh? You have like a badge or something?
I do, and as soon as he asks for that, I pull open my dress suit, showing my gun on my hip, and reach into my pocket and pull out my military ID. Just flash it, but flash it so that he can't see what it actually says. It just shows my picture.
Okay. Go ahead. That sounds like a subterfuge and dexterity.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Great. This will get the ball rolling.
I mean,
Hey, no momentum.
No momentum, no
I was
problem.
trying to figure out why we're being so sneaky. Wow.
Yeah, no momentum needed. So yeah, super quick. Like and a little bit more distracted by the gun. And he says, "Well, I'm Oliver."
Do you have a second?
Sure.
You might want to step away from the house real quick. Let's just talk down here on the sidewalk real quick. It will only take about 10 minutes.
What is this about?
You have accidentally stepped into a little bit of a trap. So you accidentally purchased a item at a flea market a few weeks ago that was intended for somebody else. Sold to you accidentally. Actually, a piece in a little bit of a sting operation to find a black market dealer operating out of Colorado.
What? I mean, yeah, I bought it, but I mean, the lady seemed nice. She didn't seem like any kind of emotions at you.
Looks can be deceiving. Unfortunately, she did not know. She was not in on the plan. We had snuck it in there as a bug device. Fortunately, you picked it up before the Mark could do it. You have concerns that he may be looking for you.
For me?
Yes.
Okay. Well, so what do you?
You go by the nicknames of Mighty Mouse, OK, or Zebra.
No, I've never used any of those nicknames. Those are kind of weird, dude.
Trust me, you knew what we were and what we've been dealing with. It only gets weirder.
Huh.
Is the brooch still in your possession?
No. No, it's not. So we're good, right? Like I don't have it.
Well, that's good for you. Unfortunately, we need to get this back.
Okay.
So you don't mind, our everything pointed to us coming here. That Mark is probably going to be coming here as well, looking for Broach.
Well, just tell him I don't have it, man. I don't have it, so we're fine. Like, I'll tell him I don't have it.
That's fine. I mean, if you're okay dealing with international thieves, I'm okay with that as well. But I would rather have you
Colorado?
safe. Yes. Denver International Airport isn't that far away.
Okay.
So here's the thing. We can put a watch on the house, or if you feel safer, I would suggest you going and staying with a significant other for next couple days, lay low, and inform your fraternity brothers to be on the lookout for someone looking like me.
like an Interpol agent?
No, like a guy coming in specifically asking about the brooch and not taking any crap. And I hope you have a good day. And I'm just going to turn around and walk away.
All right.
Did Sylvia and Bogey catch any of this?
Yes, that was certainly loud enough that you would have started to catch some piece of it and easily could have gone and listened.
Listen a little bit, and I'll catch Bogey. Like, what? Carter doing? You? Is this part of the plan?
Oh. No.
So did we hear that is the guy out front is
Oliver?
Oliver?
Yeah. Or you pieced it together. You probably didn't hear right away.
But if he spends time,
right, and then you hear them talking about the brooch. So yes, and you would have picked up, that he no longer has possession of it.
he says. So, cleaning the house?
Yeah, where is it now, man? What would you do?
What'd you say, Bogey?
Yeah, we're in it now. Like, what would you do?
Well, all right, we got to figure out which room Oliver's is at least.
We'll watch him, but let's just keep cleaning.
All right. Go take an empty bag and start picking up trash. Just getting the lay of the land.
Keep the gloves on. You don't want to get like hepatitis in here.
Oh, I definitely got gloves on.
Or something worse.
Children
than
of the
friend.
gods to be sure.
So, yeah.
I love it. Okay, so yeah, you guys are cleaning. You feel like it's probably going to take a few hours.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll clean up all the trash and everything, and then finish the room by vacuuming it, and then leave it, and then go to the next one.
Yeah, roll me a.
Keep the dishwasher going.
Let's do this.
I mean, of course. Either survival and intellect or survival and cunning.
We're trying to fail, right?
You're trying to piece out where Oliver might be, and so kind of keeping track of him while you're cleaning everything.
I guess I won't fit. Sorry, Mike.
Yeah.
Try to fail.
Survival, did you say?
Yes.
Good lord.
Oh, so close.
Oh, it was close.
I thought you had it.
I thought I had it.
It was you're nearly there, but unfortunately, this wasn't a hard thing to keep track of. So yeah, you only needed one success. But yeah, you are able to keep track. You notice he comes in after a few more minutes, heads upstairs, and it's not too hard to hear and listen. which door up there. It sounded like one on the left when you go upstairs is what opened and closed. And then if you give it about 10, 15 minutes, he comes down with a bag, hastily packed, and is heading out the door.
So he's on the run now.
Think the brooch is in the bag? Or
I mean, it's either in the bag so he could keep it with him, or it's not so he can get away from it.
what's the plan, Bogey?
Well, we're here, so let's just keep cleaning, man. This room's unprotected now.
Should we let somebody, like, are they going to follow him? Do we need to let them know?
Yeah.
Did we get walkie-talkies yet?
No, I don't think so.
I need walkie-talkies.
Like,
Oh,
oh
yeah.
man, good thing there's a walkie-talkie right here.
I guess we have phone service. I'll pull out my phone and send a text to the group, just saying that he's on the move, packed a bag and left quickly. See if you can follow him.
The bogey texts as well. They're texting at the same time. Both of those come in one after the other.
So,
We have to clean this whole damn place. It's a frown emoji or whatever.
so outside while this is going on,
Yeah.
where are we going, Quinn?
Oh, we're just going next door.
Okay.
Just for a minute. I mean, we probably have 10 or 15 minutes, I feel like. Weirdly, I don't know why I feel like that, but yeah, we're just going next door.
Okay. What's the
Say
next
hi
door?
say hi to the neighbors.
Oh, okay.
And just in case, in case we, need somebody there to keep an eye on things for us. Maybe we just, make nice with the neighbors.
All right.
Yeah, just come on.
Okay.
You're a good talker. Just
Yeah.
maybe
I
don't.
think so.
Maybe not anything about like the gas or electric.
I thought that worked great.
It did.
time.
It did. This is a different.
Different
yeah.
talk.
Yeah.
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 But you're probably right. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you're going
Yep.
to the next door house.
Yep.
Yep.
Just knock on the door.
Yeah, it's after a moment, it opens. There's a young lady there.
Are we at a sorority now?
Hi,
Hey. All right. I mean, that makes sense.
can I
Yeah. I was like,
help
are we
you?
on?
Oh yeah. Hi. So I'm with campus IT.
Oh, great.
Have you been see? I thought so. I thought it was probably this whole block right here. Can I just? Is it the whole house? Everybody out?
Yeah, like the internet's been super slow.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it might be. Where's your? I'm gonna need to access your router. So I don't know. Is that inside
what?
your router?
Wait,
Like-
let me get Christy. She knows this stuff better than me.
Okay. Yeah. Great.
Closes the door. She leaves for probably about a minute, and another young lady comes down and opens the door. Hi.
So hold on. While she's gone, I look at Quinn. I'm like,
Yeah.
you knocked out power again?
No, I didn't.
Was that part of the plan? You guys really got to start talking about the plans.
I didn't do that. It was just fortunate.
Okay.
Christy comes back, or Christy comes and she opens the door. Hey, so yeah, she said that like you need to see the router.
Yeah. So you've been having internet issues, and I'm with campus IT,
Oh,
and we've
yeah.
had all
no,
sorts of.
Like I unplugged it and I plugged it back in, but like it's still slow.
Yeah, I can get into the configurations and see what's going on. And either hopefully it's just something I can fix. We might have to, replace it. We might have to do, something more substantial. But at least I hope I can get it better than it is now.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, guys, come on in.
Yeah,
Like, do you want
thanks.
to drink or something?
Oh, no, I'm fine.
Okay.
Dash, this is.
What about you? Do you want like some water or something?
Oh, sure. Yeah, water be great.
Okay. Yeah. No, the router's just in the living room. There.
Okay, great.
Okay. Yeah. So go grab Dash of water and bring it back.
Don't worry. It's all under control.
I know you got it under control. What do you want me to do?
Just follow my lead.
Okay.
Okay.
Dash brings the water back.
Yeah.
Hands it to
And
Dash.
Thank you.
I'm gonna start doing stuff. Yeah. Yeah. So, other than that, I mean, is this the only problem you've been having? Just the slow? Like, has it dropped out, or is it just being slow?
No, it's just like being slow.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry about that. I imagine that makes it hard to do much of anything.
Oh, yeah. Like, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
So, we know how
So,
hard y'all work on the weekends.
oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a bunch of us do, but some of us, of course, don't.
I mean,
But no, yeah, we wouldn't definitely working hard. I've got a paper due tomorrow, actually.
gotta-
But I'm totally fine. It's I don't need the internet for it. But like that'd be great.
actually, you know what?
What's
You know what? While I'm working, I mean, I think I can probably handle this. This guy is actually a writer, also. Really good one, actually. I'm sure he'd be happy to help you out, right, Dash?
Oh,
yeah? What's your paper in?
well, it's on physics.
Oh, physics. Oh yeah,
yeah.
I minored in physics and when I was in college. So
Oh,
why don't you tell me about? Yeah.
Physics papers.
Yeah.
Physics.
Yeah, look,
No,
Dash.
physics. That's all right.
Yeah.
I can.
Dash, I can handle this for now. Like, I'll let you know if I need anything, but I think I got it. Like, this should be a pretty simple fix. It'll just take me a little bit. So yeah, if you want to help her out, I mean, it's the least we can do. Since it's kind of our fault that you,
It is.
you're
our
probably
fault.
behind on your research.
It's a good point.
Say physics. People who write physics papers are brilliant.
Yeah.
we'll start going into it. And I don't know how much physics Dash knows.
I mean, I got a dot. I got a science dot.
A dot
Okay.
in physics.
Okay, you got a dot in science.
That's pretty good.
I got it. I mean, is there a specific philosophy behind this physics? Can we get into that? Because I'm really good at that kind of stuff.
Well, that's the thing. Like, yeah, over the course of the conversation, you can try to turn it towards philosophy and
Yes,
play to your strength. So
that's my goal here, is to not really talk about physics that much. But
yeah. So yes, while Quinn is working, the two of you will talk. She's still standing there. But the two of you can chat about, and it is a physics paper, and it is higher level than I understand. I can say that. So, I'm sure at some point the conversation gets a little bit awkward, depending on how well Dash. Unless you want to try to roll for it.
I mean, if I fail, then what's the worst that can happen, right?
Are you happy?
Exactly.
Get momentum, right?
Yeah, I think we just need to like get the ball rolling.
I'm
We're
working on it.
we're trying to get the ball rolling over
I'd
here.
say probably.
I know you're trying hard.
And if you get any successes, I'd say since you're trying to sway it towards philosophy, that would give you an automatic success on top for being able to basically hold your own in this conversation.
Okay, so what am I rolling? I missed what you said.
Intellect and science. And then you'll have an enhancement from your philosophy specialization.
Yeah, we gotta get this towards more of an academic conversation than we do just science.
Well, that's where you're
Yeah.
actually helping out.
You just
Yeah, we'll
smooth it right
you know,
on over
we'll-
there. You can do it.
you know. Here you go, Mike. I'm failing for you.
Oh,
No, I'm not.
yeah.
No, I'm not.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You're remembering a lot more than you thought you did. Like, I mean, you're still not like quite keeping
Right.
up there.
Yeah.
But it's enough, especially when you try to like work it towards philosophy and asking those open-ended questions, and it becomes a little more interesting. And then you continue with the questions to keep her talking, so that you don't have to give an answer to anything.
Right.
That would
Yes.
be
Yeah.
You
So
don't
like,
have-
tell me your particular thoughts about. So what when you say this? Yeah.
exactly. You need to keep her talking, and so yeah, she doesn't seem to really recognize that maybe you
Yeah.
don't know much about what she's talking about.
Right. Yeah. I'm also at some point going to try to like at least maneuver myself where if she's looking at me, we're not looking at whatever Quinn is doing.
Yeah.
So I'll just, as I'm just standing there talking, I'm just kind of like moving, as we're talking.
Right.
you know.
Right.
Uh,
Was about 10 minutes go by, and then Oliver is now heading out the front door at that moment. Just so happens, yeah. So Oliver is walking out the front door.
is that when
and-
the text come in?
Yes, that is when the
Okay.
text comes in.
Both of
Okay.
you get a message at the same time.
Two messages at the same time.
Bing, bing.
One from Sylvia, one from Bogey.
Really? I tell you.
There's
All right.
idiots next door. Jesus.
I know. And now back on campus too.
The Kappa boys, yeah, they are idiots.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
I wasn't actually really even talking about them at this point. We're
no.
talking about our guys that are over there that are apparently not doing their job well.
Yeah, and now we got a major thing on campus, big outage. Like right. Ugh, boy.
Okay, well, hey, this was
All right.
Thanks for coming by.
Yeah.
Thanks for
So I think I'm gonna have to come. I think I'm gonna have to come back. Like, there's something going on here, and I couldn't quite put my finger on it. I think I might know, but I'm gonna have to go back and get some stuff from
I mean,
the office.
the internet, it's slow, but like it's working. Like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I mean, here's a I'm gonna write down a number. Call this number if it goes out completely, and we'll do what we can to get you back up. But what's a good time for your schedule? Like where somebody will be in the house and I can.
Oh, there's like always somebody here.
Okay. I'll get back as soon as I. It sounds like we got a couple other things, but I'll get back as soon as I can.
Okay,
See if we can speed it up a little bit.
Guys, for coming by.
Yeah. Hey, before we go, we've got like a little work gathering tonight, and Josh, you were going to be passing by here on your way there, weren't you? I mean, if you'd like to, wind down a little bit at the end of the weekend, I'm sure Desh would love to have you along. You guys could talk more physics.
Oh yeah. I'll definitely be by here tonight at the. Yeah, I love talking biology, physics. Right. Yes, absolutely.
I mean,
Can I just call you on this number?
yeah, if you're free, just give us a ring, and we can swing by on the way over there. It's a low key thing. Everybody's just kind of hanging out, unwind from the weekend a little bit. Not not staying up too late or anything, because we all got to work tomorrow. But
Yeah. Well, like if I finish this paper,
of course. I mean the paper. Yeah.
Right. All right. Well, thanks. Have a good day.
All right. Yeah. You too. Good luck with the paper. Hope everything goes good, and we'll be back as soon as we can.
Yeah. We'll be back. Yeah.
Valley Girl accent.
How old are you guys?
I'm like 20. I'm like 20. I'm like 24.
Yeah. It's fine.
I think everybody was like in their 20s.
I'm in my later 20s. I'm older than Dash, but
Yeah, Quinn's being a creeper. That's what somebody here.
no, I'm not getting a date for me.
Was that your short-term goal? Was to be creepy?
It had to, yes.
Be a creepy old man.
What?
No, set somebody up. It had to be.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Get Dash
All right. So as you're leaving, you do see Oliver heading down the street, and a few moments later, you see Carter following him. And are you, I assume, dressed completely the same?
I haven't had time to change.
Okay, great. So yeah, the creepy Interpol guy is following Oliver.
Yeah.
And
So
hopefully-
here's the question: is how far like where are they coming out as I'm passing?
they're coming out and seeing the back of you. So Oliver's walking away.
Okay.
They were taking a little bit extra time having this conversation with Christy. So they're catching the back of you. So they're seeing you. You're not necessarily seeing them.
Okay.
And then the other two are busy.
In the-
Clean the house. When we closed the door, I look at Quinn and is like, what are you doing?
What? I mean, she seems pretty nice. Smart. She's
Yes,
smart, right?
Yeah, she does, but like,
What?
yeah, I mean, yeah, all those things, yes.
Yeah, so
But
maybe she'll give you a call. Maybe, I guess we better come up with something. We'll just get the other
we're not
guys.
having a party. Where's this party happening?
We'll just get the other guys together. It'll be fine.
Your phones are going off as you're having this conversation.
What? 5 guys in a dinky apartment? Well, yeah, that'll look great.
No, we'll
Yeah.
go to like we'll go to Jill's.
We'll go to Jill's. Oh, that'll be even better. Yes, she's probably not even old enough to be able to go to Jill's.
I don't know. It sounded like that was some pretty high level stuff. She's probably a junior or senior, right?
I guess. I mean, she was smart.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're a huge creeper, Quinn.
I'm not. Look, Dash is the right age. It's all fine. I guess maybe we better start walking that way.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they haven't gone that far. It's not like Oliver's walking that fast, right? So Carter's not walking that fast. But they are both heading down the street.
We'll just keep having this conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as soon as I get that text, I'm just gonna dive in the first dive in the first shop that I see to the left and dive in and just wait. And then I'm just gonna walk back towards the house.
Yeah, I mean, you can, it hasn't been that long. He hasn't started looking over his shoulder yet. And so, yeah, you can get in somewhere just to kind of get out of the way, get out of sight until he's far enough away. These guys pass you and you head back. Yeah. So you guys are walking and talking.
Yep.
Oliver's ahead of you. And you do notice like he's checking his shoulders every once in a while. Like he'll look back at the two of you and then keep walking forward. Pace doesn't quicken, but he is still continuing. Takes a left, takes a right. However long you're following him.
We'll just
Becomes
keep,
a question, I guess.
yeah, we'll just keep chatting, and I mean, he hasn't seen us before, so
No,
So we gotta just keep following him until he gets somewhere, or are we gonna at some point
guess so.
ask him what's in the bag, or ask him what's in the bag?
You want to just, you want to just go the direct route?
I mean, it seems to be the route of everybody else that I'm working with these days, so why not?
Right, I didn't know you wanted to mug a kid today, but yes.
Did I say anything about mug? I didn't say anything about mug.
everybody does short-term deeds.
I just said, let's go ask him.
You're just gonna walk up to a stranger and say, "Hey, what's in the bag, buddy?"
Well, isn't that what Carter just did? Well, he didn't ask about the bag, but he just
He had a pretty elaborate story.
Did he?
I mean,
Was it
sounded
better
like it.
than the window washers in the frat house?
Oh, I don't know. That's pretty good too.
Is it?
I think they're gonna be in there for a while. And now that he's already seen Carter, I guess we can handle this however you want. The thing is, I mean,
we'll just keep walking.
He's
Just keep walking.
He's either got it or he knows where it is, right?
I mean, that's the theory, right? Unless he's just a scared college kid, and he's running.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, we could
maybe he's just going to his mom's house or something.
maybe. I mean, you want to try and stop him before he gets wherever he's going?
I don't know. What do you think?
You can.
Let's just follow him a little while longer. I'm not ready to mug a kid.
All
I
right.
can't believe you would suggest that. We're not gonna mug anybody.
Okay.
How you get?
I thought that's what you were suggesting.
You thought that's what I was. You thought me. You thought that's what I
Yeah.
was suggesting.
I mean, what you said kind of sounds like how you would start, maybe, if you're gonna like, hey, what's in the bag? You know?
So you guys end up taking a left, heading down a street, following him, and he looks over his shoulder at you again
Because we're still here.
because you're still there. Takes a right.
He probably sees two guys like having an argument. We're like animated.
Yeah.
Takes a right.
Well, one is animated and the other one's like, yeah, whatever, man.
And he sees you again, and then on that third street he starts speeding up. Not like running, but he's starting to walk a little faster.
All right.
I guess we've been made.
I guess so. All right.
Um,
We're gonna go get him.
no, we're not going. We're gonna go talk to him. We're gonna
Alright.
go talk.
All right.
Yeah. How far away is he?
I mean, probably 100 feet, 200
Okay.
feet, somewhere in that
Okay.
range.
Is this like just like city block kind of thing?
Yeah. I mean, like it's. I mean, you're still near campus,
Okay.
so not quite, not like city, but that kind of in between suburb city area.
All right. I'm gonna see if I can, once we've just taken a turn and he's going straight, I'm gonna see if I can like speed up and go around and come out on the other side of him so that we're coming from either side.
Yeah. I'll try to.
Dash,
Yeah.
be ready.
I'm ready.
And remember, he thinks other people are after him, so I guess that's
I'll pick
us.
up that's you, and I'll pick up the pace.
I'm gonna run around.
I don't. Yeah, he never really shared the whole Interpol thing.
No, I didn't share anything. I just said if we could spook the kid, and that's when he took off running.
I
So
thought we
assumed Quinn did
overheard.
something.
I thought we overheard.
They did.
Oh, they
No,
did.
we
We didn't.
overheard.
You did.
Oh, okay.
Right. Sorry.
Got it.
Yeah, the two of them inside overheard because they were inside.
Oh, that was all in. Okay, I thought that was. I got you.
Oh.
All right. So we know that we can spook him. All right, whatever that means.
He's definitely been spooked.
Well, so Kid says he doesn't have the brooch. I don't believe him, but I tried to spook him. Quinn, how hard of me to text him? So I mean, we know he is spooked, and we know that
Right.
that Carter believes that he has the brooch.
Yeah.
And he is
Right.
carrying, you said, a bag over his shoulder,
Yeah.
and he's moving very quickly. I mean, we don't know the whole Interpol story, but I mean, it
Right.
definitely
That's,
seems
yeah,
like
that's also, you don't know the whole Interpol story or all
Yeah.
of that. But yes.
Yeah. All right. This will be fine.
But yeah, I mean, he's walking briskly, and so yes, if you take a side street and run around, you can get ahead of him.
Yep.
And cut him off
Yep. That's the
as
plan.
Death comes up from behind, totally non-threateningly.
Yep.
I mean, I'm not threatening at all, but
Yeah, this big guy.
Yeah.
This big guy.
the big guy might be. Yeah.
Yeah, you come from the other way. He stops and he turns to go, and then he sees Desh, and then he just freezes
Yeah.
as you guys are getting closer.
Hey, buddy.
Uh,
No, what's the rush? No need to rush. You can slow down. You can have a chat.
Okay.
Where are you off to?
A friend's house.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, visiting a friend.
Yeah.
You pack a bag to go see your friend on a Sunday?
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
What do you guys want? And you'll notice this kid's he's looking disheveled, like not like he's naturally disheveled, but I mean his part of his shirt is ripped, Looks like he's got the beginning of a bruise forming in around his eye. Hair's a bit messed up. You know, he looks like he's had a rough night, and here you are.
Yeah. Are you all right?
No, what do you want? I don't have anything.
You don't have anything?
Right.
Anything? You got
No.
something. You got a bag on your shoulder. You at least have something.
Take it. He'll throw it on the ground. I don't want any trouble, man. I don't want any trouble.
Look, we
I
don't
don't
want.
have it. I don't have it, so it's not a problem because I don't have it.
Oh, you don't. You don't have it?
It?
No, I don't have it. Okay.
See, we were told that you had it.
Interpol, or you can tell whoever. Like, I don't have it.
Who?
Well,
Interpol, man. I don't have it. Okay.
Interpol.
International thieves. You can take whatever. My clothes are in there, but I don't have it. You can take whatever you want. Just leave me alone, man.
Oh, we don't. We don't want your clothes.
Okay, great. Well then, what do you want?
You know what?
Well,
Don't you?
Let's just back up. Let's
Yeah.
back up a second here. All right. We're not here to take your clothes. We're not here to take your. We're not here to take anything from you. We just wanted to ask you a couple questions. That's all.
Well, then why is this guy like eyeing me like he wants to like beat me up?
Listen,
How
I've
do
known
you-
him for like. I've been working with him for like a week, and he's looked at me like that about 7 times. So it's how he is. It's just you get used to it.
Who are you guys?
Well, we're not Interpol. We can tell you that much.
Definitely not.
We're not
Interpol.
international yet.
You're not with that dude guy that came to the house.
Well, we've seen him around, but no, we're not with him. We just yeah. I mean, we've seen him. Did he say he was from Interpol? Is that what he said?
But yeah, are you like the thieves?
No.
Thieves.
No.
What? I mean, what would give you that idea?
Because you just approached me out of nowhere. You won't tell me who you are. You're
What-
being weird.
What if we were the thief?
What?
Well, then I already told you, like, I don't have it, so I can't. It's not my problem, man.
So you're Oliver, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm Kira Desh. Kira Desh. Most people just call me Desh.
Okay, yeah. Kira dash. Okay.
Right. So now we have an acquaintance.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you keep saying it, like, so you clearly know then what somebody is after.
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, I'm not, I've never been accused of being a Rhodes Scholar or anything, but it seems to me that you seem a little well, frightened by something, a little spooked, a little scared.
This Interpol dude came and he's like telling me that, these international thieves are looking for like the brooch. And like I'm freaking out because it got taken last night. So I mean, like, hey, he's got to wave me down to, his current state. And so like, man, I am freaked out because like I don't want like international thieves coming to. I don't even understand.
Wait, hold
It
on.
doesn't make
So-
sense actually. Now that I say it out loud.
Well, no, no, but at the same time, I understand you're in a tough spot right now, and it was taken last night. What do you mean by that? Like how is it taken? Like the girl from next door came and took it from you, or like what do you mean by it was taken from you?
No, like one of those chicks. No, they're harmless. No. Okay, so I picked up this brooch a few weeks back, man, at this flea market, like super cheap, like way too cheap, and like I started, like I got it checked out, and apparently like it's legit, man, like like it's actually worth a good amount. So I was trying to sell it, right? And so I got the number of this lady. She said that she wanted to meet me at the gas station. We met, and she wanted to just have it, and I was like, "Nah, lady, like we agreed you'd pay for it." And then and I mean, she just took it. Like I barely even remember the encounter. Like she just wham,
she
bam,
took your
bam, and just
she took your
took it.
she took your property, is what you're saying. She stole it from you.
Yeah, man. She did.
So did you report it? Did you report it to the police?
No, man. I'm not gonna. I mean, no, man.
Well, why not? It was a lawful transaction that you picked it up from the flea market. Why would you be so upset that why don't you just report it to the police?
I mean, I don't know, man. Like it just happened. I don't because it got beat up by a girl.
Oh, beat up by a girl. Well, there's nothing to be ashamed of. I've been beat up by a girl a lot. So listen, we would be willing, my partner and I, we would be willing to find this for you and bring it back to you, but we need to know who was this woman? What did she look like? What was her name? Did she have a, how did you contact her? I mean, this is what we do. This is actually what we do. We're not part of the Interpol, whatever. I mean, I barely even know what that is. I've seen a movie or something. But like we're more like the private detective realm. We tend to track things.
Oh yeah, no. So
and this guy here, I know looks can be looks can be deceiving. This guy right here, but he's really good at finding things with his. He's a tech whiz. I know it doesn't look like it. Looks can be deceiving, as I said. But so, give us something to go on here.
Yeah,
We can.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. So I mean, I didn't get a name. It was just online connection. Like I'd thrown it out there on the internet. Hey, I got this thing. Looking for someone to buy it. And she hit me up. And so we agreed to meet at the gas station. Specify which one, not the Zawa. And like met her there last night, and then thought everything was cool. She was I don't know, she was a nice looking lady. It was kind of dark, and then here we are.
Did she have a I look at Quinn.
Yeah,
what do you call it? Like
you got an email, you got a screen name, you got username.
Yeah, it was just a username on made up internet thing.
Yeah. All right, that's helpful.
Okay.
And you contacted her through there, arranged it through there.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
What I mean?
Just out of curiosity, how much was she going to pay you for this?
And she was going to pay me like $150, man. It was.
Wow.
I only paid like 10 for it, man.
This would have been a good deal.
Yeah, it would have been, man.
Yeah.
Huh. Can you tell us anything else about her?
No, man. It was dark, man. I mean, but like I said, she was pretty.
Is she Robbie?
Late 20s, early 30s. I'm not really good with that.
Tall, short.
I mean, like a little shorter than me, and he's probably like 6'2". So maybe like shorter than me, but like not super short. Like like a leather jacket on. I guess kind of nice.
Did you see how she arrived or how she left?
Yeah, did she arrive in a vehicle or?
No, man. I mean, like I said, she kind of flattened me. So I don't really see how she left. And, she was already there when I got there.
What, you like weapon, barehanded? What?
I mean,
martial arts?
It was like some crazy, awesome like ninja stuff, dude. Like we're talking over the broach, and I had it out, and we're talking, and then like all of a sudden, like my arm was behind my back, and she like decked me real quick and took it.
Yeah. See, the trick is you don't bring it with you.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, next time.
I don't do this a lot.
Just for make sure we're clear, the brooch. What did it look like?
It was like a pin type thing. It had like a red stone in it, a ruby actually, man. It was a ruby. Where I thought maybe I was getting a good amount of money off of it.
Oh, sorry that happened to you. Shame.
Yeah.
But I think we can probably track her down. Don't you think so?
Yeah. Oh yeah. We'll have it back by tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Where can we find you? If are you going to a friend's house? Or are you going back to
the Interpol guy said I needed to lay low for a while because international thieves, and you can tell yet again, like this sounds. Now he's saying it out loud. In Colorado, so you know what? Like, if you find it, just leave it with my brothers at the house. Like, they know they're good people. They'll take care of it.
All right, do that.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll certainly, yeah, we'll be in touch.
Yeah, and you, yeah, lay low. Take it easy.
Yeah. He'll pick up his bag and put it back over his shoulder. All right. Well, bye.
Yeah,
Dash. Good to meet you.
you too. You too, Oliver.
Continue walking down the street.
Oh,
Any possibility that gas station has security cameras?
maybe, but I don't know what they would have. I mean, I have to see if they picked up anything. That was dark, right?
Yeah, but if there's lighting coming off from the
Maybe.
Pumps, I don't know.
But
otherwise,
I gotta track down this username too.
Right.
See what we can get.
I guess
maybe we can have our Interpol agent visit the gas station and request their security footage.
He really went Interpol? That's what he said?
I mean, go big, I guess.
Oh my God. You think he was part of Interpol at one point? He knows how to use his gun.
He might still be part of Interpol.
Oh, shit.
This whole thing might be a thing.
And
I don't know, man. He seems all right, though. I don't think he'd...
I don't think so either, but like... So...
What's happened to VHS? Copyright.
Well, let's let's go somewhere where you can do that, and I'll text everybody what we found out, and while you do that, and if we need to go out to the gas station, we'll do that as well.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's probably like another 30 minutes later is when you all will get that text. Because, after the conversation they just had. Sylvia and Bogey, you've probably been hard at work for like 45 minutes, an hour at this point.
Like cleaning a toilet, take my gloves off to look at my phone.
Yep.
Oh, this is
The house is, it's half clean at this point. You're doing a pretty good job. You think like another good hour work will finish the job.
Can we get up to his room at least and give it a good look over?
Yeah, you can. And taking some time, you don't find any brooch, and then getting that text, as long as
that explains it.
Right.
So he contacted them on his computer?
Yeah. Well, I guess I don't know what he texted. That's the text you get. That's as much as you know.
Hold on, there's more.
I'll look and try and see just like where he would have been keeping this. Is there any sign of how he would have been storing the brooch while he was in possession?
Security, lockbox, anything like that. Like, could have kept it anywhere in the room, under his bed, under his pillow, right? Like, nothing clear as far as where he could have been. No.
Is he a weird kid? Normal kid?
Normal kid.
I mean, seems like he was playing kind of loose with the brooch. I don't think it was in a lockbox.
He paid $10 for it and was trying to sell it for 150.
Yeah.
Right. So, yeah, Dash, are you trying to get Carter to go when he comes back to the BP? Go check it out.
Yeah, meet me out at the while Quinn's doing his thing.
Quinn going to the internet.
Yep.
Sylvia and Bogey, yeah, at some point you're done. Like, you don't have to keep cleaning. The house is as clean as it's gonna get. You've done a good couple hours of work.
So is this where we get paid, Bogey?
Yeah.
About that.
So when we get done, then whoever's in the main entryway room there.
Yeah.
Let's say, so who's in charge of payment around here?
Jacob is, but like, dude, it's on auto pay.
That wasn't what we were told. We said
I don't know what to tell you. It's on auto pay. Yo, Jacob. Jacob comes in. Yeah, man. You got the cleaning service on auto pay, right? It's like, yeah, man. And he'll get out his phone and he'll go into his account and he'll show like it's on auto pay. Like it's on auto pay, man.
like we were told they were supposed to ask about payment at the end.
Oh,
So like, is it going through or like
it's on auto pay. Sorry, man. I don't know what to tell you, but like, we're all paid up because that's how auto pay works.
I don't know why they're hassling me about it. All right.
I don't know, man. Maybe they're just trying to make sure that, right, that you just check. But now you can go back and tell them, man, good job. And this place looks great. Like you did a good job, man. Appreciate it. And then, lady, sorry, man. I don't mean to. Thank you both.
Yeah, it'd be cool. Yeah. And then he walks out.
Man, I really very clearly see Bogey's future as a disgruntled custodian.
God of disgruntled custodians.
Yep.
Nice. Yes, that text comes through to everybody but Dash.
Yep.
Who's on his way to the BP. So Quinn, we'll come back to Dash and Carter. So it's not too hard to get into like basic trying to go on the website and find this username. There's not much information there on the personal profile. So I mean, at surface level, going, seeking, finding, you can find, but it seems like it's. I mean, you can look deeper if you want, but it seems like it's probably a more or less a burner account, right? Like this is just meant to be able to reach out, not to consistently use, because there's very little information on the account.
Okay.
On the public facing.
All right. I'm gonna send a message to the account.
Okay.
And say. I'm good. Oh boy. And say something. Yeah, like I have something you may be interested in. Can we arrange a meeting? Yeah, leave it vague, but try to set up a communication of some kind.
Okay. Yeah, you threw the bait out there.
Yep.
All right. So yeah, Carter and Desh, you meet up at the BP on 9th, which is in fact the one. Middle of the day at this point. Definitely only like 4 or 5 more chances to get to Mast at this point. So make it quick.
Go take a nice long hot shower and
Make it to the 3 o'clock Mast.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you meet up. Carter, when you get there, You hear a low kind of humming. I don't know, maybe it's one of these. Maybe it's one of these gas pumps. It's
Uh-oh.
weird. But
Yep, utility problem. Dash, get on it.
Well, I mean, that's why I'm here.
yeah. But yeah, so you hear Dash. You don't hear anything, but
No.
Carter, you hear a low humming as you and Dash get together at the gas station.
So, well, I'm gonna go. Well, at first, I'm gonna look for cameras.
There are cameras. It takes a little bit to see them. Like it takes you some time looking around. You know, they're not obviously like, hey, giant camera. But you do see there are some cameras around that are pointed at the gas pumps at the front of the station or the front door to the gas station. So it seems like there's a good number here, kind of keeping an eye on everything.
Hey, Dash, do you hear that?
No. Well, I mean, I hear things, but I mean, like that car over there is,
That must be it. All right, sorry. Yeah,
Yeah. You all right?
yeah, just yeah.
All right. So yeah, there's some cameras here. I don't know if they're gonna pick up anything, but I figure we can at least go in and ask. Well, they probably won't let us see the cameras unless like you flash a badge or something.
That worked once today. I doubt it's going to work again. College students are a little bit different than, don't give a shit employees.
Well, I mean, maybe we're the police. Well, you're the police.
Not dressed in my suit anymore, my man. So
You're off duty doing a little extra work.
let's just go have a conversation. Let's see what happens.
All right, this isn't gonna go well. Let's try it.
But really, you didn't like the Interpol line? I mean, I figured the kid wouldn't know any difference between Interpol and FBI and anything like that.
You really went big or went home there, didn't you? It was,
Look, I'm basing it on the fact that Sylvia gets everything she ever knew from a movie, so I'm guessing the kid did the same way at the frat house.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point. Yeah, we'll go inside and
Yeah, there's a couple clerks there. Pretty quiet. There's one other person there, looking at the candy.
I'm gonna go grab a water for Dash, and I'm gonna go ahead and grab myself a Gatorade, and then just walk by and grab some peanuts and walk up to the cashier and just throw them down.
Starts, running them under the scanner and $6.50.
All right. One of our friends got mugged here yesterday. Ended up losing his grandma's brooch, family heirloom he was trying to sell to get through college. You don't happen to know anything about that, do you?
No, that kid sounds like a douche.
Well, if the shoe fits.
Yeah, sorry, man.
were you working last night? Were you one of y'all working last night?
The other person says, yeah, I was working.
Did you hear any commotion outside or like a squeal of tires as the vehicle's pulling away or?
No, it's cool. I mean, I heard, something. There was this kid came in a little beat up, grabbed a soda, and I mean, I wasn't too worried about it.
Huh. Do your cameras work by chance?
Yeah.
Well, my friend here has ties with Interpol, and so we were curious if maybe we could take a look at those.
Yeah, you got like a warrant?
I mean, we don't really have like a warrant. We actually don't even have a warrant at all. But we're trying to expedite the process just a little bit here
Yeah,
because
I'm not looking to get fired. So
you won't get fired. Nobody will ever know.
yeah, no.
We're just gonna take a quick scan. We'll just like scroll back through them one time, and then we'll be done.
Not actually how it works though. So
I mean,
like if you want, we could call the police and we could have them come verify, I guess.
so let me ask another question. Then, did a woman come in about I'd say before that time a little bit, looking
I don't really-
I mean, slightly taller than average.
I don't really keep track. People come in and out. They usually don't talk as much. That's kind of why I like the job.
I didn't think they would actually talk. I just didn't know if anybody stood out since kid comes in all beat up. I'm just trying to piece together here something involving a friend.
As an
You know.
Interpol agent.
I didn't say I was, and he didn't. I didn't say he was. I said he has connections. There's a big difference.
Okay, well, it's still 650 if you guys
I
wanna-
put the 10. I put a 10 down, and I just look at him and go. I look at Dash and go, look, we're just trying to find some information. I mean, the kid hired us to try to get it back. Said it was a girl. Said he got beat up by a girl. So I'm sure if he's hiring us, and I look at Dash and go, Interpol agents, then you know that he's probably just freaking out and doesn't want to go to the police. So we're just trying to get some information.
he rings you
Sorry.
back, hands you back your change. Okay, well, like I said, man, I'm not looking to get fired, so
Right. No, I'm not expecting you to, man. Don't worry.
Okay.
So, dumb question though.
okay.
If we were to try to contact your boss to see if we could get some information, what's your boss's name?
He'll take out a card, word I'm looking for, business card.
Business card.
That's kind of sitting out right in front, and he'll slide it to you. That's my boss and his number.
Don't worry, we're not trying to get you fired, man. We're just trying to get answers. And I hand it to Dash and go, "Have a good day." Just step
Yeah, man.
outside.
Good luck with your kid thing.
I look at the card and be like, yeah, man. I really hope that nobody ever gets mugged in this parking lot because nobody here will ever hear it. Turn around and walk away.
As soon as we're outside, I stop and I look at Dash and go, "You're gonna pull the Interpol line here when
Hey, man,
I'm looking like this?"
You pulled it out of a frat house. I figure a gas station would be just as good.
Yeah, it's a little bit more convincing when you're dressed in a full suit and can scare a kid. If you're looking at somebody that's trying to get their job not taken away from them, they're gonna want warrants. They're gonna want everything. So, hence why I dress down for
Listen.
the occasion.
Listen, the way you and Quinn and the others have worked so far, nothing y'all were doing is above board. So you're talking to me about this guy doesn't want to get fired for this, that, and the other. I think we're way past that at this point. I was expecting you to reach across the counter and just pull him off to your side. Like that seems to be how we're operating right now anyway, right? Like, because if we think about what you did back at the frat house, you threatened that kid. So I mean, like, are we really going to get into
What are you talking about?
technicalities right now about how we're doing this?
Wait.
If you-
I didn't threaten the kid. I just warned the kid. There's a big difference.
Oh, okay. All right. If that's how we want to go with this. Right. Because none of our activities are illegal. They're extra legal. Right. We'll get into technicalities about this if we want to.
Technically, cleaning the house this morning was probably illegal.
Yeah, but like the good kind of illegal. Like white
Here's
hat.
your water. Here's your water, Dash. And I'm just. So what's the plan?
Well, I mean, unless those cameras reveal anything, I mean, we're not going to be able to do anything with this here. unless Quinn is able to find anything. I don't hack. I don't know if you know how to.
No.
Yeah. Then I mean, we could get Quinn to come over here and see if he could hack into the system.
Yeah.
I don't even know if the camera's
Maybe.
going to show anything. They may not even be pointing in the right direction. I was kind of hoping they would have at least said, like, yeah, this happened over there, so we'd at least have a direction that it happened. But, you know,
Well, yeah. Sorry, I'm not thinking straight. Something. Sorry about that.
you all right? But you do look a little frazzled right now. I'm sorry I pulled the Interpol bid. I'm sorry. I'm getting
Oh,
into
no,
this
no, no.
whole
It-
extra legal
it-
business we're into.
I'm still trying to figure out everything from last night because I mean, hell, let's be honest. When you come to find out that what you were pulled in for is not quite what you thought it was, kind of throws a little bit of a wrench in your plans for, your career. So I don't know. Maybe I need to talk to Sylvia about this. What time did she get off mass?
Hey man, at least you have a career. I don't even have one.
Yeah.
I don't know which match. Yeah, that I don't know. I don't know.
All right.
Carter, while you're standing there, you two are talking. Roll me a survival plus composure.
I don't know what's going on with Carter, but I'm like, if Desh were aware of it, he'd be really nervous right now.
Well, maybe you will be.
Maybe I will be.
Okay. And, I'm just with you being distracted. I wanted to at least have you try to make the roll to notice a sign on the door. Note that that there is security cameras and that they're on a closed caption or closed circuit security system.
Right.
Something you notice offhand as you two are talking.
Yeah, maybe we can get Quinn to work his magic and check the security cameras. That seems like the best option right now. I might need to go lay down for a bit. I don't know.
Yeah, all right. Okay, yeah. Come on, let's go back and see what Quinn's up to. You know, if you were Interpol, wouldn't Quinn be on your list somewhere? That dude seems like he is like broken into like every. I mean, just in the last week, he's. I don't know.
Well, I mean, it really comes down to what side of Interpol you're on. Most of the time, they're going after white collar, child pornography, things like that. Drug trafficking. Who knows? I mean, hacking is more country by country, if you will.
Oh.
But I never dealt with that. I dealt with more subtle things.
Ah. Right. Yep. Yeah. Let's. Yeah.
And Dash, you watch as Carter just eats all the peanuts right there, pounds the Gatorade, throws everything away, and just kind of just waits for you to lead.
You sure you're all right? Come on. Let's go.
All right.
All right. Yeah, you two head out. I assume taking Carter back to his hotel so he can go take a nap. So what I guess Quinn and everybody but Desh, what are we doing?
I took my shower,
Right.
got my mask in, and I'll get back in touch with Boogie and see what's going on.
If I got some time, I'll see if I can find out anything about Christy. Yeah, let's see if I can find out anything that might help Dash out later on.
Yeah, I mean, it takes a little bit of searching because, like, you don't have a first name, but you have a location, and after a little bit of time, you do end up finding Christine last name. Not working on it right
Yep.
now. She is a science major. Obviously, physics is a big part of that.
Yep.
She's a senior, and
Okay.
she's part of the. I don't want to mess it up. So she's part of a sorority
Okay.
that has 3 Greek letters.
All right. Sure. Science. All right. Cool.
Yeah. I mean, that's what you'll be able to easily find through your own natural,
Yeah.
network of you work at the college.
Yep. All right. I guess if I have a little more time, I'll poke around I'll poke around like university pages and see if she's see if I can find any extracurriculars. She in any clubs, student organizations.
Yeah, I mean, she is. She's a part of. Yes, you can find.
Those things. Yeah.
You can find some of her interests.
Good.
They include student politics, and theater.
All right.
What's Bogey doing?
Be careful.
I don't know.
Bogey attending mass too.
Hey, he don't practice Santeria.
We don't know.
You've only been with him for a week.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah, if you're going to mass, he'll go with you.
Perfect.
Are you Catholic?
Hmm?
Are you Catholic?
Nah, but like, it's interesting.
I can't wait
Okay.
till he gets in the
Isn't that
communion line.
interesting?
I mean, I don't know how you mean that.
I mean, you like it.
What's that?
You like it. It's important.
It's important.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh man,
Roll
I love Sylvia showing up at her weekly mass with Bogey beside her. That's great.
I'll even keep him professional.
He's sitting there eating nachos.
Yeah.
This is good.
Yeah, I found this package of like really thin wafers.
Yeah, they give you these and wine. This is great.
No, Bogey, you can't take that if you. No.
Yeah, I just see like dipping, like the priest is standing there with the bowl and he just likes to dip it in for more. Okay.
He just grabs the bowl.
Nah,
Can I have some more of these?
He's like, wait, I can come to every service and I
He
can
just keeps going through the communion line over and over again.
Yes,
Oh,
if you
man.
go to mass, it's amazing.
Yeah.
He bakes on the way to mass.
Yeah,
You what?
Of course.
What's that? He rolled down the window first.
Yeah, also of course.
Not in the car.
Yeah, your car is.
I
still
assume we
in-
have conversation afterward. That's yeah.
Yeah.
We don't need to
He
get
rolled
in.
down the window.
I'm talking about after mass.
All right. So
So
what's the plan? What are
We
we doing?
heading over to this gas station to see if we have any more success.
Yeah, so I was thinking I would, I don't know, try to grab some like coveralls or something like vaguely uniformish, so I can and take, like tool belt, computer stuff, bag with me, and I think my plan is to try and pass myself off as security company guy. Um, I'm going to upgrade the system.
Okay. Yeah, we can try it. See what happens.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen in a convenience store?
I mean, you can get shot at apparently, but have a toilet bowl and it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you head on over. I mean, it's probably early afternoon. So I mean, it's been like normal business hours for when a tech person might come by. And you are at the BP on 9th.
Oh, good. It's Nozawa, but
It's no hour, but
yeah.
you do what you can.
So I'm just gonna stroll right in like I'm supposed to be there. Like, oh, just another job. Hey, hey fellas.
Hey,
So I'm supposed to do a quick little hardware upgrade on the security system. So I just need to, get to wherever you have it. I don't need to do the cameras or anything. I just the hardware on the.
yeah. Sorry, Dan. Dan didn't tell us about that. Well, we'll give him a quick call.
Oh, sure.
Just check in.
Yeah.
Okay. So he'll get out his cell phone and we'll dial up Dan. Ring. Yeah, the tech guy is here to upgrade the system. And you hear a loud voice on the other side. You can't quite hear what it's saying, but it doesn't sound pleased. And then like the guy looks at you. Okay, yeah, no, yeah, hey, what? Yeah, I'll tell him. Yeah, sorry, Boston asked for any upgrades.
Oh no,
So
I mean, we're just replacing old hardware. I mean, that stuff's getting phased out. It's no cost or anything. It's just part of what we do.
you're gonna have to talk to him.
Okay. Yeah, I'll talk to him.
He'll slide you a business card. That's his number.
Oh, okay. I'll call him.
Right. Hello.
Hey, I'm here at your place, the one on 9th.
Yeah, sure, we didn't ask for any upgrades. So
No, we're just phasing out old hardware, making sure got the current stuff. I mean, we're just gonna take it back and scrap it. I mean, that stuff's kind of obsolete now. So I mean, it's no charge. It's part of the deal.
You just installed this 6 months ago. You're telling me it's already out of date?
Yeah, but I mean, we're gonna make sure you're updated. We're gonna keep you up with the latest stuff. No charge to you or anything. It's like I said, it's part of the package. I just need, 10 or 15 minutes is all to swap out a couple pieces, and I'll be out of these guys' hair. Not gonna be. I mean, there will be a brief interruption, but nothing major.
Give me a subterfuge, and I'd say either composure or manipulation, kind of depending on if you feel like which route you think you're more going.
Okay. All right. Got. Okay. Isn't the worst.
There we go.
Oh, hey! Let me add a momentum.
About time, Bogey. About
See?
time.
Look at that.
There we go.
Look at that.
There you go.
Beautiful.
There's one momentum in the pool. All right. But it's not a botch. That's always good.
Yeah.
So, listen, no. I like these things to be scheduled, all right? And nobody called me to schedule. So maybe you're just gonna have to come back.
All right. I mean, when would be a good time?
I don't know. Tell you what, I'll call the I'll call the business and he names the company. And I'll go ahead and get it scheduled. I don't know. I don't want somebody just coming in out of nowhere. All
Okay.
right. You understand?
Yeah, that's fine. And I'm gonna be around. I got a couple more to do. So I mean, if you end up talking to him and you make it later today, I've got a couple openings like end of the day, so I can come back and do it. Or if it's next week sometime, that's fine. And they'll let me know. So yeah, it might not be me. It might be a different tech depending. But yeah, somebody will get it taken care of for you.
Okay. Well, yeah. Thanks for coming out. Sorry to waste your time. Just
Yeah.
being secure.
Can I ask you one more thing before I go? Is it all right if I just go back and grab the numbers off it so I know which? Because I got to keep track of which systems we've looked at. So I just got to get the serial number off it, just write it down, and I'll be out of here.
Yeah, hand the phone to Ronnie there.
Okay, sure, yeah, thanks. And the phone to Ronnie. Ronnie.
Yeah, it's the guy you were just talking.
All right.
Hands it back. Okay, all right. Yeah, come with me.
Okay.
Because we gotta get a number off something.
Yeah, serial number.
Unlocks the office and enters with you and waits.
Okay. Hey, you guys not have the?
It's a small office. There's a computer set up. You're there now.
You guys not? Did they not tag this thing? Tell you what.
I don't know. So, you gonna get the number?
Yeah, but there's supposed to be a tag on this. Like, we're supposed to tag all the stuff so that we can easily pull the number off it and keep track, catalog all this stuff. I don't know why that. All right, look. Let me just hook up my laptop real quick. The number's on the, it's filed inside. I'll grab it. I'll be out of your hair. It'll take a second.
No, man. Like the boss just said, you just needed to look at look at a tag, like you said, and then go.
Look, man.
I'm not supposed to do anything on the laptop.
Just look. Somebody screwed this up. My boss is just gonna bitch to no end about this if I don't get this number. Like, it'll just take a second.
My boss is gonna bitch to no end, and I don't know if you could hear his voice when I first called him, but I don't want to deal with that.
Look, you don't have to tell him anything. I don't have to tell my people anything. This will take 5 minutes. I'll just pull it. I'll put a tag on it so we don't have this happen again. Let's move on.
Give me another.
Getting that momentum.
Getting that momentum. I feel like it's more manipulation this time.
Okay.
Does that sound right? Like the way
yeah.
It sounds like you're approaching?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to get you guys momentum. That's just what it sounds.
You're gonna though.
We're gonna have this thing filled up before the end of the night.
Oh no!
Oh man.
Well,
Didn't succeed.
that's actually what I needed to check on if you had an idea. No, because it's already subterfuge. Okay, add a momentum.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So good.
So it's closer than the other roll.
Look at all this momentum I'm getting us.
Oh, did he need a certain number of successes?
Yes. So everything's got a difficulty to it.
Yeah. Okay. No, I was just making sure I missed that part. Sorry.
Actually,
We're good.
So yes, like a failure can happen even if you get successes. If you don't meet your threshold, you have failed the roll.
Right.
I thought it was only if you didn't roll any success.
Gotcha. No, so it is failing will get you a momentum. Getting no successes and rolling a 1 on any of the dice. So that's no successes, not even like a failed number didn't reach. So if you get a 1 and no other successes, that's a botch. It gets you 2 momentum and something worse happens.
Okay.
Yeah. Probably this is the way I'm playing it. Gotcha. So the guy looks out the door for a second, and he looks back and says, No, man, I can't. I can't. Dude, I want to. You make my life easier, but like, you're gonna have to come back.
All right. Well, thanks a lot. Now I gotta go. My boss. Yeah, I'm gonna get. Fine.
Yeah, it's not like I don't understand.
I know. All right. As I get up, I'm gonna try and make it look like an accident, but I'm gonna try to screw. So this is like a computer.
Yeah, there's a like a computer with like a tube monitor there.
Okay, I'm gonna try and like.
Oh, that's a lot. It's a flat screen. It's not gonna be that old. Put it 6 months ago. There's a desktop with a 12-inch monitor.
Okay, I'm gonna try to knock the tower off the thing and be like, oh shit, like make it look like an accident.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, yes, you can. I guess if you're looking for the lie.
Probably.
Who remembers? Who remembers?
I had 3.1. Wasn't there a 3.1?
There's 3.0, 3.1. And
Yeah.
Forever.
I think I had 3.1.
In the computer labs, we just had it just booted to the DOS, and you had to put in the floppy drive from there.
Mm-hmm. I guess I mean, you can do it. Obviously, the question is, you're trying to make it look like an accident. To
Yep.
what end?
I mean, I don't want it to look like I'm purposely smashing the computer.
Right.
So yeah, my idea is like I'm gonna be like, oh well, now it's totally broken. I guess I better just take it.
Okay, got
You don't have anything at all now.
Got it. Okay.
I mean, I can leave you with a broken computer. It's not gonna do anything.
All right. So give me either, because I guess we kind of roll up into two things. So subterfuge still, and then I'd probably say cunning.
Okay.
Or I mean, you could probably use might for this. You get up and too strong for your own good.
Yeah. All right.
I'd allow either one of those.
Okay. I'll do might. Might and subterfuge. This is a mighty subterfuge.
It is a might.
That is an unusual combination.
That's what I love about this.
Yep.
Trying to bull in a china shop.
Yep.
Yeah, you get up and you make it look like a little harder to get up.
Yeah, like small office.
And you get up and you solo the tower, and it goes crashing to the ground. He's like, what? Okay.
Oh.
Man,
Sorry. Look,
you know how much trouble I'm gonna get in?
I'm sorry, man. Look. All right, okay, we don't have to tell him anything. Like, I'll take this one. I'll go back. I'll swap it out. I just got to take the van. I'll get back I'll swap it out. I'll get back here in like 10 minutes. Put a new unit in. He won't even know. You weren't supposed
to be back here in the first place, man. And then you're all like the thing, and then like, man, you just knocked it over, man.
It was an accident. It was an accident.
Yeah, well, now it's my problem.
No, I can cover it up. I just got to go I'll get another machine. I'll put it in here. No one will ever know.
I didn't even want you plugging in the laptop. I don't want you like taking it and then bringing back. No, man, Ronnie, Dan's going to come in. He's going to be all fucking pissed. Be like, man, this fucker tried to get in here, and here he is. And now he comes in and it's gone. He's going to be like, dude, where the fuck is it? And then he's going to kick my ass.
You want me to leave this busted one here?
I don't. Yeah, man. At least it's there and not.
It's not doing anything, man. It's not like your security system is done. Like it's not doing anything at all.
Well, and you taking it, it'll still be done.
Yeah, but I'm gonna come back.
I'm gonna call Dan. I'm gonna let him know what happened.
Oh no! Don't do that. I'm gonna get fired. I'll get fired if you do that. I'm gonna make sure neither of us get fired. I take this back. I swap it out. I put the busted one in. I take another one out.
Oh, no, if it's between you and me, I don't want to get fired. You can get fired. You knocked me over.
Look, man, it will only take like I'm telling you, I just got to go back. I put this in. I take another one out. Boss never knows. Like next time we go to install one, we take a machine. It's already broken. Oh, I don't know what happened. And then I bring a new one over here. No one. Like I said, that one didn't even have the tag on it. So nobody even knows what one's supposed to be here anyway.
All right, let's see if we got it. Let's get a subterfuge, and I'd say this time it was probably cunning.
Okay.
Do you agree with that? Does that make sense?
Yep. I like it. See what happens when I fail this one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Momentum. Momentum.
Two momentum.
Oh, 2 momentum?
Wow.
Sweet. Look, I'm filling up that
Hey,
pool.
Bogey, do you need to go back and clean the house anymore?
The house is clean, but
Okay, just checking. Just checking.
No. And he gets out his phone and he starts dialing.
Oh, he gets his phone out?
Yeah.
I'm going to punch him in the face.
Yeah, you're going. Yeah, he's grabbed his phone out.
Yeah, no, we
Go
can't
ahead.
have any phone calls. Actually, no, I'm going to grab the phone and smash it before he makes the call, and then I'll punch him in the face.
All right, make it close quarters plus Mike.
All right. Now we're talking.
What time of day is this? Did Bogey and Sylvia have a chance to get over here yet?
3 in the afternoon.
Were you coming here? Oh boy.
I don't know. I figured that's where everybody else is going.
Yeah.
Figured after your failure, we'd go try and fail.
You grab the phone, you throw it across the room, you punch him in the face, bam, smacks up against the door, and slumps down to the ground.
All right. Now I'm taking this computer.
Well, now the other
Another
guy,
Yeah.
what the fuck's going on back there?
I'm gonna snatch up the computer, and I'm just gonna run. And if that guy's in the way, oh well, he's getting trucked.
Okay, all right, yeah, you go ahead, you run. He's not in the way.
Okay.
He's starting to come out from behind the counter.
Yep.
But you just book it. You have a pretty good guess of who this guy is calling because he is getting his phone out as you are busting out through the front door.
Okay. How close is this guy to where I'm passing by?
When you were passing by, and he was just walking, probably a few feet.
Okay. Was he close enough for like a good stiff arm on the
He was
way
on
out? Okay.
It wasn't like in the way.
Okay.
There's a few off to the side, like towards going back behind the counter. You were running around the counter to go actually.
All right. I'll just bail then. I'm out.
All right. Go ahead and put a small note in your character sheet.
Yeah. Okay.
Nothing important.
Yeah. No. Definitely not.
Luckily, the cameras won't be working, right?
Nope. No footage of this.
Video evidence. That's the positive.
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Not gonna be a damn thing on these cameras either.
Probably not.
Quinn just broke some dude's nose and stole a computer.
So yeah, and you run and you run and you run.
Yep.
With his laptop, or excuse me, with his desktop in tow.
Yep.
Hey, great. It's like 3:30.
Yeah. All right. Good start to the day.
Yeah. All right. So I assume you're going to, get your way back to your place. I guess where are you going?
Yeah, I'm going to my apartment.
So you make your way back to your apartment. You cut through the woods, cut through some back alleys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're not looking to get caught by the police that were clearly just called because somebody stole the security system out of the BP on night. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a rough
Right.
part of town. That happens sometimes.
Not really. That's not that bad a part of town. It's
Oh.
pretty okay.
Yeah, it's getting worse.
It is now. That's right.
Dudes are just running in and stealing computer system or security system.
Yep.
So yes, you make your way back. I assume you're going to start working on that.
Yeah.
What about the rest of us?
I think Bogey and I were going to go to the BP.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, Quinn doesn't seem to have texted anything, so
I'll tell him about it later.
Is there a police officer there when we arrive?
yeah. No, there's a number of them actually when you arrive. There's a number of police officers there.
The hell
There's
happened here,
two squad cars and 3 police officers.
Hey, Sylvia, why don't we just keep driving?
All right, we just do a drive-by and
You just keep going. No, not dealing with that.
Let's go. Don't you want to go climbing?
I mean,
Like, it's a really nice day out, and I feel like so refreshed from the morning that we just spent, you know? Like,
Church.
let's just go solve some problems.
well, I mean, do you have a place in mind?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
All right.
I love it. Yeah, so Sylvia and Bogey are going to go climbing and blow off some steam after seeing that the place where they were supposed to get the security system from has several cops for some reason. Okay.
Yeah. I think that being as far from that as possible is a good idea.
Yep, that seems accurate and wise. Okay.
I
All
feel
right.
like the first time in like 2 hours, Bogey finally rolled up the window in the Prius.
What is the rest of our plans as it gets on towards dinner time?
Well, I'm gonna plug in this computer to one of my monitors and see if I can pull anything off it until Christy calls. And if I have to pull the hard drive out because I broke the
Yeah, that's what I
motherboard and
was,
CPU, like
I was
hopefully
looking
they'll.
at- I was looking at your successes. Yeah, I'd probably say that yes, you try to plug it into one of your monitors, and it's not booting up. But after a little bit of investigation, you think it's probably the motherboard that you cracked.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the hard drive,
All right.
or rather the solid state.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll work on starting to pull the hard drive out and just plug the hard drive in as an external in one of mine and
Yeah.
go from there.
Work from there. Yeah, it's obviously not going to be as challenging as Philips.
Yep.
There's no like counter hack. It'll take you time and it'll take you past dinner to work on it. I didn't know if you had other plans that you needed to attend to.
I mean, we'll see. I'll be ready. Like I'll get showered and cleaned up and ready in case, and then I'll start working on it. And if I have to pause, I'll pause.
For this impromptu party that you all are throwing.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm back in my apartment, like, and haven't given that a second thought. Like, I'm like
Right.
waiting to hear back what's on, or how everybody's success has been today, and still looking over whatever we brought from the place earlier.
Right.
So,
All right. The research from research.
yeah, the research. Yeah. So,
Nice casual night. You get a nice text around 5-ish. Fantastic. It's perfect. Okay, so it was actually your phone number that you gave her.
Well,
I
yeah,
wasn't sure
because
if it was Dash's.
yeah, because I had written down my number to call me about computer stuff,
Right.
and then she said, "Can I just use that number?" And I said, "Yeah, sure."
So now, is this the same phone that you just used to call Dan?
No. I don't look if I'm doing sketchy stuff. I use the like backup burner, not the one that I would
Sketchy.
like contact these guys on. So like I
Okay.
have the one that I contact these guys on currently, and then I have the burner. And sometimes I have to turn the one that I talk to these guys on into the burner. Like it's a whole complicated thing.
Okay.
But I generally have like my I will use this cell phone and my I don't use this for anything cell phone.
So yeah, you used a burner phone to talk to Dan.
Oh yeah.
Just making sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that phone is gonna be kaput.
Yeah, that's like I assumed.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll wait for him to
That's why I have backups.
for when you steal the desktop out of a convenience store.
You know,
You never know.
I have a thing against convenience stores apparently.
Really?
Yeah, that's true.
I hate these gas
Second
station
one
stores,
this
man.
At least you didn't hit anybody with a toilet this time.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't look, nobody shot at me, so we didn't have to get real serious.
I mean, that is good for everyone involved. That poor guy is getting super fired.
Yeah.
Oh man, he was just doing his job. Poor guy.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I mean, time is passing. You're not getting any phone calls, unfortunately. It's rolling
busy-
into like
Too busy with
5:30
that
now.
paper.
Yeah. I mean, Dash asked so many good questions, it made her go back and do a whole rewrite.
Come on, man.
I'm proud of her.
Yep.
All right. I mean, so you guys can do what you want. Quinn, you feel like it'll probably take you till about 8 to finish actually getting into the hard drive itself and being able to start pulling files. But it's going to take some time to go through the footage. So, I mean, if that's something you want to do and wait on. You have like a general time zone that you're searching in, but you recognize that that's probably going to be your timeline if you want to take a break at any point. If you all want to get together, or if we're just moving into the next day, if Quinn's just going solo on this.
So where are we climbing, Bogey?
Yeah, back at 3:30.
Got a good spot.
Mhm.
I would strike up a conversation. I don't know how high you are, but I would ask you a little bit about like apparently our connection to this is both like missing fathers
Mm.
and just connect a little backstory there. And
So yeah, well, my mother and her primary partner were like outside Taos, and what?
I don't think I know. What did you just say?
Like my mother and her primary partner, like her nesting partner,
Talking to the
Yeah.
Catholic about nesting partners.
like we all sort of like grew up there, and like I'd assumed Miro was my father, so like that was fine. But like then who was it, Bill? Came in and was like, no, he isn't that. And it's this other guy, and I'm like, what? Huh. And
Wow.
so yeah. So now I'm after this brooch. How about you?
Yeah, makes sense. Connected all the dots there.
Just found out that the man you thought was your father all along wasn't?
Yeah, but like he is, you know?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that's hard. No, I never met my father. I heard a few stories, but my mom was always vague. Some guy she met on a trip during college.
Oh, that's wild.
That's Bill says that. What did Steve? What did Bill say? Something about that he was related. I can't remember. Or that I would learn who he was.
I don't recall.
I don't. Yeah, there was something.
It's in an
Yeah.
email.
What's that?
It's in an email.
It's in an email. Yeah. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
But yeah, I'll share that, and yeah, that certainly piqued my curiosity. I've always wondered more about him, and my mom was always kind of tight-lipped about it, and now this is just starting to piss me off, really. Why it's nice to blow off some steam and solve some problems.
Yeah, like that's always been my experience, you know, like if things start to get too big, then you can just focus on what's right in front of you, and then everything comes into focus. Or you fall off the cliff.
Yeah, never thought of it that way. Always just looked at it as good exercise.
The place does look good.
Right? I did the dumb thing, and I actually looked up someplace.
And now you want it.
I know.
Yeah. And this looks.
Didn't they do delivery?
Yeah, probably. I'm sure they deliver to North Carolina.
2 to 3 days. We're all meeting up for Baja Tacos.
Yeah, apparently, yeah. I guess at Quinn's.
We never heard anything about.
No.
All right,
He's
so
gonna
roll
get
in.
texted about that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, eventually you all get to Quinn's. Carter brings the tacos, the burritos.
Yeah.
You're all at Quinn's.
So
yeah, when you come in,
we went to
I'm working on I've got one computer that's like disassembled, and then I've got like just another one that's got a spare like hard drive just sitting on top of it, cabled into it, and I'm looking at I don't know if I've gotten there yet.
No, probably not yet. You're still working on it.
I'm
like 7 o'clock. So yeah, in about an hour, you'll get to the point where you have access and can start looking at video.
Hey.
Glad to see everyone's all right. What
Yeah.
what went down at the gas station? There were a ton of police there when we drove by.
Well,
Yeah.
so wait, what?
What?
What happened?
Who? Me and Carter were there, and we talked to the dudes, and then we left.
Yeah, me too.
Were the police there when you guys were there?
It's about that time that Carter comes in with, all right, I got 2 shredded brisket.
Oh yeah, I love these things.
I just started handing out. I missed that entire first part of the conversation.
It looked like somebody robbed the place. Oh,
What
thanks,
place?
Carter.
I
The
mean,
gas station. The police had they were asking questions, and Bogey and I just drove on by.
I mean the thing it didn't really belong to them.
They weren't. Wait, what?
Like it wasn't really gas station property. Technically.
What'd you think, Quinn?
Oh, I mean, we wanted to get the security footage, right?
Wait,
mean,
what did you do?
They weren't buying my technician act.
You stole it?
Wait, what?
Yeah, I mean, I grabbed it.
And they
Why
What do you
didn't
mean
somebody
grab
tell me to
on?
pick up the tequila on the way over?
What do you mean?
Wait,
like,
what?
like a bag of
There was a
Doritos?
guy in an ambulance, Quinn. What happened?
Oh, I mean, he'll be fine.
I mean, he was He was up, but
I mean, I hit him
they
pretty
were
hard,
taken care of.
but he'll be all right.
The taco just kind of falls apart, like in Quinn's or in Dash's hand. He's like into the taco, just like falls apart. Wait, what?
What?
You hit a guy and then you took? What did you take?
Just the computer. I mean, just the computer. Just their security computer.
Bogey, what did you order on your nachos, man? Seriously, man. Like, I know that you got the fajita beef nachos, but did you ask for something else? Did you ask for olives? At a Mexican restaurant?
We just put everything in, like whatever they have. If it's on
God,
top,
this is
then it's part of it.
This is as bad as Sylvia's lemonade that he wanted the other night. God.
Can we focus on what's important here? It's not.
What?
And it's all a burrito.
Okay, sorry.
You took.
Quinn robbed that gas station and
You
assaulted a
took
guy.
the computer they wouldn't let us see when we were there. You took it. I didn't. You said you were gonna go by there. You didn't say you were gonna rob the place.
I mean, they weren't gonna let me see it either.
Oh, did you get anything good off it yet?
I'm working on it. I mean, the hard drive's
Oh,
intact, so I just gotta. I mean, once I get the hard drive hooked up, I'll be able to pull all the footage, and we can.
Wait, were you gonna fight? Did you get hurt?
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
I mean, there was one guy in the way. He was calling the boss, so I just, got him out of the way and ran.
Got it. All right.
Wait, no. Sylvia said there was an ambulance.
Yeah, well, I mean, I hit him in the face. I probably broke his nose.
Oh
That's
man,
a little different than getting somebody out of the way.
you need to like calm down.
I'm calm.
I know
What?
I do. I know I need to calm. Oh, yeah, Quinn, you need
Me?
to calm down.
I'm
man.
calm.
Eat your.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna eat my brisket. It's good. This place makes really good brisket burritos, by the way.
Everybody makes good brisket burritos.
I don't know if that's true.
If you take something that's good and put it inside of something that's good, it'll probably be good.
Yeah, but I mean, you got to make good brisket to start with, right?
Well, sure, but like,
Yeah. I mean, this place does it right, I think. Oh yeah, Dash. I mean, Christy never called me, man, but I think she will. I bet it was just that paper.
oh yeah, we're
Oh
I
yeah.
brought some party supplies.
You got what?
Paper.
Oh
Party
yeah.
supplies?
Yeah, I thought maybe we were gonna have a friend for Dash tonight, but she's busy. I mean, she was writing a paper.
What are the party supplies, Bogey?
What?
I assume you don't mean
Oh,
pointy hats and blowers.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if she's into that. I mean, she might be. I don't know. Dash will find out, I'm sure.
no, that's just
What?
not.
What's happening here?
No.
I
Well,
thought
it
that
seemed like you
were
had
having a-
some chemistry there. I think she liked you.
What are you
Wait,
talking
what are you talking about?
Oh,
Here, my friends. Here's the one that robbed the gas station over on 9th Street. You know,
know,
that's
I mean,
him.
I wouldn't lead with that.
This
Like,
these,
I mean,
these two posed as cleaners and cleaned the frat house next door.
We didn't pose as cleaners. We cleaned the frat house next door.
I mean, surely you can come up with some
Ended
other
up actually being
details.
cleaners.
Yeah. Like, there's other things about us that you can tell her.
Yes, there are. There are plenty of things about you, none of which I want to pull somebody. What?
You hitting on some sorority girls?
If you want,
Dash was, yeah.
Not hitting on a soror- I was playing a.
He
what
was helping her with her paper.
Ah,
Yeah.
you guys are creepy.
What? I mean, he's.
No, I was not hitting. I was not. No, I was not. I was not. I was not. I'm not a creep.
Look,
No.
she's a senior. He's only like 2 years older than her.
I'm 3 years old. But yes,
Whatever.
maybe 2. No,
Look,
no.
I think she liked him, and she's smart.
She was really smart.
Yeah.
Smart.
I think
she's
she,
smart
look.
enough to like not call. You know, like
no, I think she's gonna call Buddy. I think she is.
She had a paper due tomorrow,
Yeah.
so she's Probably working on it
Yeah.
right now.
I bet she's gonna.
Yeah, you might. But no, but like that's she doesn't need to call. No,
Like,
give her number. Don't answer when she calls. No,
Why
no, no,
don't-
no.
Oh, I'm gonna
Why
answer.
Can
have
we
a
talk
snack?
about something else, guys?
Sure.
Yes, let's talk about.
Yeah. How's your day?
Where have y'all been? What have y'all been
weird.
doing?
Did anybody want one of those? Like, I know it's like later in the day, but like I've got those breakfast brownies, and if anybody wanted one, then I think that'd help everybody just sort of like take a step back and slow down a little bit. Because right now it seems like you all need to slow down a little bit. When
Look, I'm slowed down. I'm
Can
just.
I have one?
what?
Can I have one?
Yeah.
I mean, hell, might as well. We've done everything else illegal this week. Might as well partake in your
It's not
brownie.
illegal in Colorado.
Yeah, it's not illegal.
I love it. This is great.
Let me finish my taco first, though. I shouldn't eat that on an empty stomach.
All right, so yeah, an hour passes of this kind of conversation and eating,
Yeah.
and
This is great.
some of us slowly get a little more relaxed, depending on whether or not we're taking the brownies. Unfortunately, you just ate, so the munchies get weird
Yeah.
when you get to that point. But yeah, so 8 o'clock rolls around. When you get into the system, you all kind of start going through the files and going through the video. After a couple of hours, you all are able to finally get the scene that you're looking for. It's not super clear because it's dark. The quality of the cameras is actually pretty decent. And you do see pretty much what Oliver was describing. There's an attractive woman standing and waiting by the corner of the building. Oliver walks up. It's clear that that he knew who he was looking for. They start talking. She kind of seems to be trying to seduce him or press him for the brooch. There's no audio. This is all what you're gathering from visual. When he kind of starts to back up and seems to be not going for it, she just starts going at him. I mean, she just hits him in the solar plexus, puts him forward, wraps his arm around behind his back, throws him up against the wall, takes the brooch, brings an elbow up against the temple, and he just laid it out flat. And then she quickly starts walking towards the woods out across the street, off to the side of the gas station, and that's where you kind of lose any visual. Just being there, like you recognize the woods are over that way, and that is the direction he walked off screen.
Oh, makes a badass.
I mean, he didn't seem all that impressive.
I mean, got like the leather jacket and everything.
Yeah, true. He did say she was like a ninja.
And from other things that you can kind of pick up, just darker hair, little past shoulder length, relatively slim. But yes, does seem to be badass with the leather jacket and all. Brown leather jacket.
Who is she?
I don't know. He hasn't responded to my
Mess with.
message yet.
You got like a facial recognition, some type of thing going on there?
I mean, I could try to come up with something. I don't know if it'll do much from that distance and in the dark there, but
I'm kind of guessing that's not really something you've done before. Like that's a bit more advanced.
yeah, it's not. I don't.
That's a little bit different from hacking it. But I mean, no, fair question, Dash. Is that conversation to have with Quinn is that's probably a little bit outside your scope. Not that it's not something you couldn't try.
Yeah.
But it's not probably something you've really had to try.
Long-term project.
Yeah, it'd probably take a while because I'd have to figure out how to make the software do it, and then compare it to. I'd have to get into a database and then compare it to the database, and that's not a quick solution. I maybe eventually could do it, but I don't know. Carter. Now that we know where she went, you think there's any hope of tracking her down?
I don't know. She looks like she might be related to you with the way she operates.
What?
Ooh.
Look, sometimes
You don't have a sister, do you?
No.
All right. Well, that scratches that itch. Yeah. If we get back there, I can try. We're about a day or two behind, so it's going to be a cold trail.
I'm sure there'll be nothing wrong with just tracking a woman to the woods.
Sylvia, don't watch Blair Witch tonight.
Oh, I've seen it.
Okay.
That one freaked me out for years.
Well, that's what
Did
we
you
were
make
looking
these-
for.
Did you make these brownies, Bogey, or did you buy these from somewhere?
I
'Cause they're-
bought 'em.
Oh, they're not bad.
What makes it a breakfast brownie?
Eat the breakfast.
Eat it in the morning.
Yeah.
All right, sorry I asked.
I don't understand.
Well,
You just
So
eat it.
then,
If you eat it first, right? Then you've broken your fast. And then
well,
it's
like a breakfast burrito has like eggs in it, right?
This brownie probably has eggs in it.
Well, all right, never mind. Forget I
Yeah,
asked.
it's just like break your fast.
No, I know
With a
what
brownie.
breakfast is. All right.
Do you want one?
It's like, forget it. Forget I ever said
Uh,
anything ever.
Sure, I'll have one. Sylvia tries one of your breakfast brownies.
Why wasn't this a goal?
He blew it.
Get everybody to try a brownie. The Carter would ruin it. You wouldn't be able to finish it.
I
the goal.
know. Because I'm a coward. Oh man, this would have been a medium range goal too.
Oh, you could have said it at like 60% of the party will have breakfast brownies.
Yeah, I'd not be 100%.
We even were talking about SMART goals before it started. Yeah, you could
Yeah.
I would like 70% of the party to have a brownie before the end of the day.
right.
Yeah.
That is
That's the goal.
specific.
Yeah. Although you need to be a little more specific. Does end of day mean midnight? Does it mean 9 o'clock? Does
Oh, yeah.
it mean 6 o'clock? You gotta pretty
Right.
specific with that, right?
Right, Johnny and I were talking about. You got to make SMART goals.
That's right. Gotta be-
So what are we gonna do about our other problem with the Philip awnings?
Is he a problem?
Wait, yeah, do we have a
Like,
problem with him?
We stole his laptop.
Yeah, we
He
did.
seemed to like know, I don't know, a
He
decent
doesn't
amount.
have a tracking device on it anymore, right?
No.
Look, I've given you all the option. I am already in with him. He has asked for my services. I find it at a pawnbroker and end up taking it back. What's the harm in it?
Doesn't he know you're with us?
Yeah, but at that point, you also let's face it, the two that rode shotgun with whoever the passed out person was, they probably talked, said find it, wants to know who had it, as long as we have a plausible story, what's the harm in me taking it back to him?
But like, why take it back to him? Like,
Do you think
can't
he
we
knows
just
who this?
keep that clothes?
I don't know, Bogey. Maybe because of the fact that his partner shot at Quinn.
It did.
That did happen.
Do you think that he might know who this other
Hit him with the toilet seat,
character
though.
is, our badass in the leather jacket?
I don't know, Starsky, Hutch. What do you all think?
Who's?
Hey, wait, who's?
And he
Who-
points at
who
Quinn.
are you
And he points
referring
at Quinn and Dash at
Oh.
that point.
What is Starsky and Hutch?
It's a movie.
Oh, it's a movie.
Well, I mean, it was a TV
It's a good
show.
Well,
one.
it's also a TV show, but
Oh,
Old TV show.
I never saw the TV show. It came out before the movie. You're saying?
Yeah, like a long time before the movie.
Oh.
Like in the 70s.
Movie's good.
anyways, I'll stop making those points. But what do you all think? You all talk to him. You know him?
Well. Oh, wait, am I Starsky or am I Hutch?
It's been a while since I saw it.
I don't know. You look more like the Owen Wilson type, so we'll go with that.
Oh, I'm Owen Wilson's. I mean,
All right, so Dash, skydiving is next week now, by the way. Well, I mean, you've hit the brownie, you've taken the rainbow.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep going with the bucket list you got.
oh, this wasn't on my bucket list. But
That
it
was
really,
on your bucket
it
list,
really,
yeah.
it really helped though. I don't think he would appreciate finding out anybody took a computer.
But like he doesn't have it, so his computer was taken.
Taken?
But he
Taken?
said took, so I said taken.
Taken.
But if we took it back to him,
Like
Taken.
taken,
Token.
took,
Took.
taken,
but if we took it back to him,
It.
see, taken,
then
taken.
he would know that we took it.
Token.
I mean, yeah,
Oh.
I mean, he did suspect that the three of you were the ones who were in the house.
Yeah, that's right. Not Starsky and Hutch, the other three.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean, we.
Me and
I-
Sylvia were in the house.
Yeah, I mean, he assumed it was related to. I mean, he said to us about our friends.
I mean, I kept the guy's door from being blown up because his gas line was way too close to his electric.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want the rest of that burrito?
Quinn, question.
Yeah.
We're going through all the documents.
Mhm.
Did it say anything about Earl?
Ooh, I'm gonna text Bill. I'll ask who's the badass in the leather jacket.
No.
We have Bill's number, right?
Yeah.
You know that chick?
You know, that one.
Wow. I think at the very least we should go back to the woods.
Back in the earth.
No, like to the woods to see if there's a trail that
Oh,
Where should
those
we go?
woods.
the Carter can follow.
Yeah.
You
or
know?
we can just go, or we can just take this information to Philip, and he knows.
We
See
can
if
do
he
that
knows who it is, because maybe it is the rival that we asked about.
We can do that too. Not a bad plan.
What was the plan?
Go into the woods and then find Philip and give him some information.
Because my guess is if it's 2 days old, I don't know if I'm going to be 100% able to track this up for it. But if you go to Philip, there's a good chance that he might know who this is, especially with his extra legal connection.
Extra legal.
I mean,
Sorry, I didn't put the emphasis in the right spot. Sorry.
do you think it's worth trying first to see if you can find her on your own and then we go to him, or do you think it's hopeless?
I'm just presenting options at this point. Clearly, me walking up to the front door of the fraternity house caused a whole bunch of shit. So
I don't know.
I'm not in the best mood to make decisions.
I really liked that.
Yeah, I think that really helped. Like, we wouldn't have gotten any of this information if you hadn't done that. Like, it's not. It's like why we're all together, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you do that, but I'd never do that. But you probably wouldn't clean a fraternity house, and so we're all working together, and we all found out like it wasn't there, and he didn't have it because it's gone, because it's been taken. And then Quinn found out who took it. So I think this is a good day. I think that this isn't the way that we'd have envisioned it. This is a good day.
Wait,
think
did Quinn, I mean, hold on. Did Quinn really find out who took it? Like, excuse me, I was the one who found out it was the lady, right?
Right,
Right.
but he found the lady.
No, he didn't. He saw her on a
Yeah, he
camera that he
I
punched
know, that's what I
somebody in the
said.
nose for. And then,
We're saying the same thing
wait,
in
let's go
different
back to
ways.
that again. Why did you hit the
Guys.
poor guy in the nose? I mean,
Guys, so Bill says we should meet.
Bill?
Yeah, Bill.
Like now?
Well, I don't know.
Did you text everybody, or did you just text Bill? I don't know if it was. I assumed it was not a group chat. Just
No, this was just straight to Bill. Yeah.
okay, just checking.
Yeah. I mean, I asked him about the girl, and he says he didn't know what I was talking about, and I just asked him how many people were looking for it, and he says maybe we should all meet and talk.
Maybe.
Maybe we should all meet and talk.
aren't we meeting and talking?
With Bill.
Oh, right, Bill.
Should I tell him we'll meet him?
We're a little late. Can we do this in the morning? We'll meet Bill in the morning, then we'll go to the trees, then we'll go to Phillips. It'll be a full day.
I mean, should I ask him when he's available?
Sure. I mean, I can meet him whenever.
You gotta put you on his calendar. What, does he have like a Rolodex or something with like, hey, let me meet with Sylvia at 2 o'clock? I mean,
You wouldn't keep that in a Rolodex. That's just for like phone numbers.
right. Sorry, I was thinking about Starsky and Hutch.
I still don't know what that is.
He says tomorrow, 7 p.m. at Jill's.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
That-
great.
Work for
Oh.
you guys? We go into the woods before then?
Now?
Yeah, right now it's probably getting towards like 11
Tomorrow.
on a
Tomorrow
Sunday.
Meet at the woods tomorrow morning.
Sure.
I can't do
Oh
tomorrow
yeah.
morning.
Wait. Oh, tomorrow's Monday. I gotta work.
Me too.
Yeah, I took a week off, but like the week's over.
Took a whole week off?
Yeah.
Man,
Fine.
Bob's. Carter, you wanna go to the woods tomorrow?
Yeah.
I was thinking about swinging by there tonight.
You can't find anything at night. It's dark.
Yeah, but people see you looking in the woods during the day.
That's so.
If people see you looking in the woods at night, they'll shoot you.
Oh, let's not do that then.
Who's gonna shoot us?
Somebody's seeing us sneaking around the woods near a. It's not like it's a forest, man. Like it's in the town.
Seems like a park or something.
It's like
Look,
not
I would-
in the woods.
Ninth
woods
Street.
I would prefer
it's
to
in
get a
Colorado
good night's sleep.
Springs. Like, what are you doing?
Carter, what'd you say, Carter?
Wouldn't they?
I would prefer to get my head's. I told Dash I'm just kind of spinning right now. I'm just kind of all over the place. I need to recheck.
All right, well, maybe I'll just see you guys all at Jill's, and if you guys check it out, just
We'll keep you in. Don't worry.
All right, sounds like a plan. So yeah,
If we get shot tomorrow, Sylvia, we'll come see you at your place of employment.
I hope not to see you tomorrow, Dash.
I'm just saying. I'm trying to do what Bogey said. We're all interconnected, or whatever he was saying a while ago. But I'm still trying to figure out if I'm Starsky or Hutch.
well, you all end up sleeping it off.
I'm
So
gonna go home and watch Starsky and Hutch, y'all.
Yeah, that goes home and watches and has some more snacks.
Sylvia
and,
will track down Carter on the way
realize
out
you touch.
and ask about your message. So Carter, you wanted to talk a little bit?
Yeah. What do you know about Sinister?
Something, I presume.
Yes. Well, synesthesia is when you perceive things.
It's
Yeah, when you
So it's
like,
like you
senses are
taste
you taste smells, you hear
your
some-
colors.
your colors.
Yeah, you get your senses are cross-wired.
Yeah, I mean, I'll get a pretty, like, textbook definition, I guess.
All right. I don't know. I was with Dash at the gas station earlier. Next thing I know, I'm hearing a humming sound he didn't hear. And as I started to look around, the only thing I saw was gas station lights, the car that was, but none of it made. I don't know. Kind of, it freaked me out. Like, it doesn't happen often. It happens periodically. Like, I notice it more. When I'm focused. I'm focused on a task, a mission, anything like that disappears. But then if I'm just like, sitting around, hanging out, random, it's not constant. I don't know. Is that something neurological? Like, do I need to come by and see you at your place of employment tomorrow?
So I don't know. Can I make a medicine check or something to
Yeah,
give him
Yeah.
medical advice?
yeah. Medicine plus intellect.
Let's do it. Hope I know.
Seems like you'll know.
He mentions synesthesia, and you're like, oh, great, another WebMDer, because it doesn't quite sound like that. Like it's, he's describing going to a gas station and hearing a humming that nobody else hears, but there's lights, there's this and that, the other thing. So, yeah, like it's probably not synesthesia. Off the cuff, you wouldn't necessarily know what it was. You'd have to dig a little bit deeper. So no, you don't think it's synesthesia.
Okay.
Because you
So,
probably would have you all would have noticed that at some point more than likely. Like at some point you probably would have said something that it was like clearly mixing senses in his, and that hasn't happened.
Okay. I'll try and
so
break that to him in a kind way or whatever. And
no, I mean, it makes sense. Obviously, it hasn't happened in the last better part of 6 years since I've been in service. Before that, it was just like out with a group of friends, or I'd be at the mall, and then suddenly it's like you're a humming. Look around, and nothing would be obvious. And if I brought it up with any of my friends, they would laugh at me saying, hearing stuff. I kind of learned to suppress it and focus on it.
Just coming up again.
Just today.
All right. Maybe. I guess let's keep an eye on it, and I don't know. We can maybe try an MRI or something, whatever makes sense. If it continues, if we can get any
You're the
information.
doctor, so
I think you're all right, though. I think you'll be all
okay.
right. Doesn't sound. Let me know if anything gets worse.
We'll do.
Take 2 of these and call me in the morning. And do 2 breakfast brownies.
You just might need to get one of Bogey's breakfast brownies.
Hell with that. I'm not losing my career over a damn money.
You lose your career? Oh shit!
Now you realize it. Now you realize it. Like everything else we're doing,
I gotta go.
I can at least write off as part of a mission, or I can finagle my way out of it. If I come back testing positive for a breakfast brownie,
Break fast.
brownie. That's a good. We should market that.
remember, I'm not from Colorado either, so
Oh no, me neither. No, that's. I've never done any of this before. Oh shit! I gotta go. All right, I'll see you tomorrow.
okay. All right.
We go start flushing the system.
Y'all
Oh.
get a good night's rest.
It's gonna be a while, Sylvia.
I know.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I know.
But you
Sylvia's
gotta
coming
get
back with the
that- I mean-
Sinead O'Connor look.
well, and Bogey, you said you bought these, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, it's these aren't homemade with questionable amounts. So no, you wake up in the morning feeling relatively normal. Certainly able to go to work, not worried about making different decisions than you normally would make.
Just hoping that I don't get the random drug check this week.
Oh boy, not for a little while.
We'll have to roll a fate check. We'll
Roll
see.
that 220. What's that percentage die say?
But yeah, so Gwen and Sylvia go to work. What about and Bogey? You go back to work. So
Yep.
Dick and Carter, what are you up to for the day?
Well, it looks like we're going to the woods.
Eat him at the woods.
Okay. Yeah.
Unlike you guys, I don't have a career to worry about. So.
And I'm
Jokes,
currently
jokes on us, huh?
Right.
Yeah, how are you surviving? How are you paying the bills?
yo.
Well, you noticed I live in a very tiny apartment, and it's not a very nice tiny apartment. And you noticed that I asked Carter to pay for dinner, and yeah.
He's doing.
I'm basically walking around as a sugar daddy.
And he's doing this job for Bill like the rest of you because he needs cash.
And yeah.
So he is doing extra legal things.
Oh man, you could work at the shop.
Doing inventory.
Like we've got gear to clean, and we've got stuff to do.
Is
So
Bogey like part owner of the shop?
Yeah,
Nice.
so I can just hire him.
Tesh and Carter, you meet up whenever you want to during the day. I assume, sometime mid morning,
Yeah.
on towards noonish, and head over to the woods. Where it seemed like she was running towards. And you go start checking it out, trying to see. I guess assume tracks. Is there anything in particular that you are?
So what I'm gonna look for is kind of judge from the outside of the gas station towards the woods. Look not necessarily low, but look more high to see broken branches and like that. So I figured that this is probably gonna be it's definitely gonna be survival. Probably intelligence, I guess. Intellect. I'm gonna be trying to look for that.
Yeah, because you're trying to. piece it
Or
together.
I mean, it's either intellect or cunning. I'm looking high for the broken branches for somebody taking off into the woods and tracks. Your call.
Yeah, I think it would probably fit intellect a little bit better. I think about cunning like dexterity, right? Dexterity is being agile. It is like a serpent, right? Being able to
Right,
uh,
right.
move in and out, and so that mental agility would be more like cunning, whereas intellect is
Perfect. Okay.
trying to piece
Yeah.
the things together.
How does aid
Yeah.
work in this game?
You roll the skill, and your successes can provide him enhancements to his roll. So you also can roll survival and intellect and aid him. Whatever you roll can provide extra successes for any successes he gets.
And I've also got a specialty for wilderness survival. So would this count as wilderness?
Let me see. So you are using the survival skill. So the wilderness doesn't help with survival. It helps with other skills that you might use in survival. Which is always kind of weird, but so anything else that you do
Okay.
where
Cool.
you're talking about wilderness using subterfuge, or like you wanted to set a trap out in the wilderness using subterfuge, that would help based on your survival roll.
Dash.
I'm giving you one.
All right,
So-
so I'm rolling 8 total.
Well, so you roll your normal, and then it just adds +1 to any successes you get. So you don't roll extra dice.
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah.
Oh, so I roll 7. Got it.
Isn't there like a max amount you can assist or something?
3 is the most.
Wow.
Oh,
Holy.
yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a good amount. So yes, you are searching through, and I'm just double checking. Yeah, no, I don't think any of your other specialties would help. So yeah, you two are searching through, trying to find, and there's nothing. And Carter, you recognize that's weird.
That's
It was
something.
clear she ran this way, and it was clear she was running, and it's clear that there should be the exact tracks that you're looking for, right? Like you're not looking for muddy boot prints, you're looking for a broken branch, and there's nothing
Yeah.
whatsoever. There's nothing to indicate anybody has run through here recently.
This looks like something I would do better.
What do you mean?
There's nothing here. Like she ghosted right into the forest. Like if I move through the forest, I can move little. There's still gonna be. I'm gonna make. I'm gonna. This doesn't make sense. Like if she was running, there should be nothing. Nothing.
Huh. That's not good, right?
No, not good. We're gonna need to either talk to Philip. We're gonna need to talk to Bill. This isn't that up. This is just as confusing as the damn story on the brooch that we.
Huh. Okay. Well, then.
Are we even sure she was real? I mean, I know this is a dumb question. Tell her on the video.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Like, was the video faked? Something that Quinn missed? Like, sorry, this is just not adding up to me.
Yeah, but
I
the
should.
kid.
I should.
Well, we saw the kid. So something happened to the kid.
If I had the laptop, I'd say. I'm just gonna.
I mean, I don't trust Bill either.
I'm gonna pick up a stick and just crack it against the woods just out of frustration.
Soup. Right. Why don't we? Yeah, I hear you.
No,
Let's-
it's all right. Look, I know you don't trust Bill. I trust Bill.
I don't trust Bill. No, I don't trust him at all.
I trust him because he's got a plan. I don't
I
know what
mean,
that plan is, but I trust
Philip,
him.
Philip might have a plan too, for all we know.
Right, but we kind of burned Philip as soon as we decided to raid his house and raid his place of business.
Well, but I mean, listen. I mean, I've been apparently involved in this now for a week, and you can't tell me that you think Philip is innocent.
Oh, I never said that.
But
be fair.
he's just as shady as the rest, as all of us. We're all in this muck together. As I'm standing probably in a mud puddle. Fair enough. Oh, it doesn't rain. Okay, it's not North Carolina. Never mind. Yeah, okay.
Let's go talk to Bill. Talk to Bill tonight. We'll fill everybody in on this thing. Find, see what answer he has. He doesn't give us a straight shot. Then I'm taking the straight to Philip, and I'm gonna.
Okay.
I want you there though. Putting the piece. I do.
I mean, I don't do real well under pressure though.
Right. Why all you need.
All right. Okay. Sure.
Cool. All right,
Well,
you
yeah.
guys head out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll wait for these working stiffs to get off work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But eventually,
Oh yeah.
7 rolls around.
All right.
Back at our favorite place.
Jills. Why does Jill never look happy though?
She's not happy. She's a miserable person. She's a terrible host. She's a lousy bartender. And we keep giving her money.
Yep. So, clearly it's working for her.
Yep.
There's a few patrons in here tonight. There's actually a few more you can hear upstairs rattling on the pool tables.
People.
Whenever you get there, Bill's already there, sitting, drinking a nice tall beer, frothy.
Your beer descriptions are the best.
It's tall and frothy.
Is that
Tall and
not how beers
That's
are?
all you need to know.
That's beer, right?
Yeah.
Perfect to
Yeah.
me, Dave. I don't know.
It's
Tall
a
and
dark.
frothy.
It's a dark, frothy beer, if that exists. Hey, you saw me taste test beers.
Yeah.
I know. It was hilarious. I
My
still,
own beer.
That was pretty great though. Actually,
was.
watching you taste test beers.
It was quite good.
It was fun. I enjoyed it. But yeah, Bill's there. There's a couple pitchers already on the table. One's half empty. You can only assume that he has had it. And he welcomes you all. Have a seat. We've had a busy week.
Yes, we have.
Why don't you tell me about it? I have the ending. Something about a badass woman. What did Sylvia write him?
With the leather jacket.
Woman. Oh, right, you said it. I was looking for it in the chat.
Oh, yeah, no, it's not in there. Yeah, 'cause the badass in the leather jacket.
Find it. Yeah. And so so I know the end of it, but what's the story?
Well, look around.
Yeah, I'm looking around too. Like,
So we
the
got
whole story? That'd take a while.
information from Philip that this college kid had it, and found the
Yeah.
college kid, and he said he got beat up by a chick, and yeah.
You all are pretty good at stories.
Who are these people? What are they all? Who's all going after this thing? I mean,
Alright.
seems sketchy as can be.
Yeah, I figured other people would be. Now, Philip, I'm not as worried about, but what else can you tell me about this woman?
Kicked his ass. And
So, Emma, I think you're muted if you're talking.
I mean, she kicked his butt with some sweet moves. He was just trying to sell it to her for $150. He wouldn't
He's
pay.
like 5'8", 5'9", dark black, brown hair. Yeah. And I'm assuming Chandler's going to say this when he comes back, so
Yeah.
I will.
Oh, he might
Paul's
be back. I see him.
He's doing it.
Back.
There we go.
Right? Say more things.
That's the-
Talk a little bit more. Sometimes it eventually picks up a normal voice. We're hearing a little
Okay.
bit.
Yeah. Oh,
All right.
Yeah,
Yep.
your voice is coming in. Just keep talking. All right,
That's
go
better.
for it. Yeah.
All right. Wow. All right. Amazing technology.
Mm-hmm.
He's better in the woods than I. We ran into the woods, leaving. Disappeared. No broken branches. I'm good. Tell me, Miles, what is this?
It's competition. It is. I'm not surprised I'm not the only one tasked with bringing together some people to find these items. But no, just knowing that information is useful. Means we've got a race on our hands to try and get these things. Well, all right. Seems like she's
So
got
here's-
that one. What you're describing, I wouldn't worry as much about her. I'd worry more about maybe picking up the next one.
Next one.
That's it.
Yeah.
He's got it, and we give up.
Wait.
I mean, do you want to go after the badass woman who's got sweet moves?
I mean, no, but
There's another long draft of his beard.
seems
So wait, you sent us after something
interesting.
that
here's
we did
the-
all this-
so
kind of
here's the
admire
question.
her.
all this for something that you don't even really need anyway.
Oh, I didn't say I don't need it, but
But, like,
I
just
don't
move
know
on.
that yeah. Hopefully, you can tell me a little bit more than a woman's got it and she took it from a college kid. But I mean, that's a start for maybe me being able to pick up the trail either for all of you or if need be for me to get that back. In the meantime, you all can work on a different one. Maybe get this one before she does.
Is she working alone?
I can't tell you because I don't know, but now that you've let me know this, I will certainly be trying to find out.
Here's a question for you, Philip. Were we just supposed to go straight to him, get the information, work with him? Is he an area for you or what?
I mean, I don't know him that well, but yeah, I mean, that's what you did, right? You just talked to him.
Yeah, we just talked to him, isn't that right, Quinn?
Yep. Talk to him.
He
All
wanted
Look,
20,000.
he did.
We
You didn't ask the
I
right,
didn't
you
realize
didn't
you
ask
knew
the
what it
right
was worth.
question.
yeah, so we didn't didn't end up just talking to him. We also didn't have 20,000.
Yeah, he looks around the table. Yeah, I would imagine not.
Things worth that much?
It's worth much more than that.
Really?
Well, the information was 20,000. Find the college kid.
How many of these items? Wait, hold on. Oh, just items. Plural.
Yeah.
Thought it was singular. Broach.
Well,
Which
this
clearly we didn't
item
find. Clearly we didn't find it, but
right. This item was singular. The next item's also singular.
What? How many
How
of
much
these are
time?
there?
How much time do we have?
Well, it's kind of ambiguous, I'd say. It's a number. I wish I could tell you, but again, not something I know.
Apparently, we're racing
I
the
pass it on, and then I do some work in the background to make sure, you know, the extra legal things you're doing don't get you into too much trouble.
We've done a few.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like what?
You want the whole list?
I mean, if you want me to try and protect you, you're gonna want to let me know.
All right. Well, we start.
How about we start like this? Breaking and entering.
Uh-huh.
Shots fired inside a convenience. Assault.
Yep.
Impersonating public officials.
Uh-huh.
Impersonating Interpol.
Yeah.
cleaning a house.
I don't think I think that cleaning a house for free is not illegal.
I'd say that one's legally neutral.
Yeah, like
robbing your convenience store.
that's illegal.
Bill, you pulled me into this.
I've
What is
pulled
my
you off
what is
of
my what is my area of operation? What am I allowed?
it. What are you allowed? I'm not your
Yes.
mother.
No, but you know what I am. What am I allowed?
I know what you are, but I'm not here to hold your hand.
Fair enough.
All right. Well, I guess we can hammer out some of these details later. So that's all
What's the
you've
next-
done. This is not horrible. Now, you were
What's the
shooting
next thing?
people or somebody was shooting you.
Somebody shot at me.
Oh, all right. Don't worry about that. That's fine.
Did we tell him about the computer?
I mean, we sold 2 computers.
Yeah. One of them was a
I mean,
little more obviously.
one and
Steal
Quinn.
that. Did you steal a computer from the BP yesterday?
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
All right. Well, I'll see what I can do to clean that one up.
We
was
we
hoping it
needed
was-
it.
Well, I brought you all together for your skill sets, whatever they may be.
Hmm.
So yeah, I'll see what I can do about that. What about this other computer?
Oh, that
That's
was
computer.
from Awnings. I didn't steal that one.
Awnings.
Yeah.
Do you know who you are? Any of you?
All of us. Yeah, all of us.
That one will be a little bit more difficult. I'll see what I can do, but if he already knows who you are,
No, don't worry about awnings. I'm sending.
all right. Well, and I'll take care of the police trying to find this suspect who stole a computer out of the BP on 9th.
I think that's how we found out more about the woman. So
Right.
But what you're saying is, if it's been quicker, we would have been in this situation, right?
Well, when did you approach Philip?
Yesterday? 2
Philip,
days ago?
right away.
yeah, like, as soon as we.
Like a week ago.
Oh
was
yeah,
Tuesday.
Wednesday, last Tuesday, whatever day it was. Yeah.
We had a
was-
while to rob his house.
When was the brooch taken? Saturday
Friday,
night.
Saturday night.
Right before last.
Well, and I'm not saying it, but you sure are.
I mean, we didn't have a lot to go on.
I understand. I'll try and pull together a little bit more for the next one. I didn't think anybody else was on this yet. Figured you had more time. Be more prepared next time.
What's the next one?
Let's just enjoy some drinks, enjoy some food. We'll talk about that in a few days. Unwind a little bit. Take a break.
See, everybody just needs to relax.
Right. Maybe not as much as. Wait, was he there when? No, he wasn't there when Desh got wasted.
Nope.
No.
But yeah, that was a lot of relaxing. That's true.
Yeah, Desh isn't drinking a lot tonight.
That's probably good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Carter
That's-
hasn't had anything.
Desh is kind of like almost slumped in his chair now, like sort of, like he thought y'all could tell he thought this was it. Like we were done. This was it. We did the
Right.
job.
Oh,
Yeah.
we didn't
Yeah,
do any job.
We failed the job.
Yeah.
We didn't do a job.
But
I
you,
mean,
you don't get the sense, even with basic empathy skills, you don't get the sense that like he's upset. You don't get the sense that he minds that you haven't brought the brooch. It's almost as if the information that the woman is in play is good enough for the job, and he ends up paying all of you. He slides the agreed upon amount. It probably ends up being about a month's worth of salary for any one of you, and hands it in cash to each of you.
well, that helps that does help a little bit actually.
Yeah.
A little bit. So yeah, a week's worth of work earns you about a month's worth of pay.
Hey, that's not bad.
I can eat.
Feeling guilty now.
You could pay for the tacos next time. And while you're sitting and talking, and we can play through any questions you might have for him. But at some point, Quinn, he'll lean over and say, maybe hold off on pissing off the police for at least a week. Give me some time to try and clear this up.
I mean, look, the goal wasn't to piss off the police.
Right. But
Yeah, no, I got it.
running out of in the middle of the day is kind of. I mean, luckily you stole their ability to go back at the cameras. I guess that's
Right. I mean, that was the idea, or part of the idea.
yeah. No, that's pretty good. Pretty good. All right. Well, and then at the end of the night. All right. Well, you all have a good one. Enjoy the drinks. I've told Jill to get you whatever you want for tonight, and I'll cover that tab. Good job. I'll reach out in a couple days. And then he'll head out. But if there are any questions you have for him, anything you want to talk about while he's there, or talk to him about.
So I'm not gonna get a straight answer, but what are the items? Why are they of so much value?
Well, let's just say there's a collector who wants them. They're old pieces that are valued by this collector, so willing to pay well to collect as many of them as possible. Other people obviously know the value of these and are also trying to get them for collectors.
Collectors.
Yeah, well, I mean, fancy items are often collected by multiple people.
How many collectors are there?
Drugs. I don't know. More than two.
Carter gets off his phone and just walks over to the bar and grabs a Coke before coming back and sitting side Bill.
So yeah, that's as straight of an answer as he seems able or willing to give Sylvia's question. Just sidle up in between them. Anything else you all wanted to talk to Bill about before he ends up leaving at the end of the night?
So, like this thing that I'm getting that you and I don't know what it is,
Mhm.
but we're looking for me getting together with. Is that for the collector or is that for me?
That's for you, and I guess you probably all have talked. It's for each of you.
Wait a minute. Wait,
What are we talking
you told me that I said that I was here for security. Didn't say anything about one of these items being.
Did he not? I thought he wait.
No. Remember, he in the backstory, the only way that Carter's really going to come into this because of the military act.
Yes, so I think I'll have to look back. I thought he had mentioned to Carter as well something about there being an item. That was kind of a hook for each person.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll take a look real quick.
Okay. And if not, we'll write it in.
Yeah.
Because yeah,
That
that
works
was
better.
Yeah. But yes, so to answer the bogeys, yeah, you know,
And
there's-
we'll know it when we see it.
yeah, the collector is strange that way, but yes, you'll know when you see
Is
it.
the collector my father?
I don't know who your father is.
You got hired by him,
Yeah, but I don't know who he is.
but he's not the collector.
I don't think so.
All right.
Bogey, who is your father?
Johnny and Mira, but like this other guy I share genetics with.
He
You
just
know?
found out.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What?
What?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
And I'll go into
Bill
nest,
told me.
nest mate or something.
Nest
told-
mate?
Nesting partner. It's called
nesting-
primary nesting partner.
Primary nesting partner?
Yeah.
And
It's
what-
like it's like this, like apparently, my mother met this dude when he was passing through a collective outside Taos some number of years ago, just before I was, and so then they like enjoyed each other's company, and now like Miro wasn't the one who made my mother pregnant, you know, like that happens. So, but like Miro's my father, but this other guy I just have genetics of. And Bill knows this because apparently he has hired Bill to get me to get in touch with this item that we don't know what it is, but I'll know it when I see it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So like Mira and Tony are back at home, but like yeah, that's all.
Okay.
That's probably the most fascinating thing you've ever said.
What's that?
Everything you just said. that's that explains so much.
Does, doesn't it?
So do we all got the same thing though? Like the same story? Like we would know this item when we see it?
Yep,
Yeah.
I was told.
Huh.
Yeah, so I want to see it. Like, isn't it? It's like this. I don't know, like cosmic confluence.
Cosmic confluence?
Yeah, like it's
Like the stars
It's
align?
no, it's like you aligning with an object. Unless the object is a star, which I don't want to get.
So what makes it cosmic?
Because it's like celestial, you know.
So when one of us merges with a celestial object?
No, like in the time and space sort of, you know, with the object and you.
I'm not sure that I. Is this like some astrology stuff?
No, like in reality.
Okay. I mean, I don't do like the horoscope thing. I don't know.
But like, I'm trying to figure out, like, you know, because he's not making any sense. But at the same time, if there's like an item we're gonna know when we see it, but we don't know what the item is, there's like got to be some
Cosmic
explanation,
confluence.
for that, right?
Cosmic.
Like, you know, just like a bogus story just to get us to do his dirty work. Is that really what's going on here?
But like, you all are going along with it, so you must be bought into it. I'm very
I'm not-
interested to find out.
No, I'm bought into the fact that I needed a job, and that I couldn't get a job because I was being blacklisted from every job I applied for by
you
some
can
unknown
work for me.
person, whoever that was, trying to do just what I wanted to do, and so that's what brought me here. And
Do you want
Bill
a job? Can you get us? Can you like advertise our business and get us like a presence?
Like
anyway.
celestial presence or like earthly
No,
presence?
like a commercial presence that we can get some business. Because right now it's winter times. It's like the off season. People aren't going caving right now, so like that'd be it. That seems like a really good idea to like get some business.
Oh,
And Dash, he seems like a really savvy fellow with like media and news and those sorts of things that you need to get people in the door.
wait, are you hiring Desh?
I mean, I would hire Dash, sure.
Do your
He's very good.
marketing?
Yeah.
That's no. Let's be focused here.
Wait, why won't you work for me?
Oh, come
I
on,
didn't
Desh.
say I wouldn't work. I didn't say I wouldn't work for you. It's just right now we're having a
you will?
conversation about. We're just having a conversation about these items that we're 5 people brought together to find items that we're gonna know when we see them.
Yeah. Right?
Like 3 of you, the 3 of you. I'm looking at Sylvia, Quinn, and Carter. Like that doesn't sound bogus to you?
If you had told me yesterday, or if you told me a week ago that I was going to be in Colorado Springs with 4 other people that I've never met in my life, that I was going to be in a Prius watching a B&E happen, I would have called you full of shit. So
fair.
I'm up for anything.
I kind of feel like I've come too far to stop.
There's no turning back.
I'm buying into the story, and I know Bogey says a lot of shit, but there's wisdom in what he's saying.
And Dash, let's not forget that the other night or the other morning when we were in the cave and we were listening to what Sylvia was describing, it sounded like a story, did. Sounded like it was out of some child's story. Now there's a woman that I can't track that disappeared into the woods.
So she's better at her job than you're at your job. I've run into that all the time. That doesn't mean, yeah, it sounds like a story. You said it right. It's a story. We're chasing fairy tales here, and we're doing it for, well, maybe we're not doing it for free, but we're doing it extra legally which maybe for you guys that's never been a problem.
I just
Look,
think
up
that the
till
laws
recently,
that you're
I
worrying
never
about are
been
part of a system that we're not part of.
No, I'm definitely a part of that system.
Yeah, you are.
I'm 100% part of that system.
That's true.
Remind me,
Yeah,
what was the story
felt
that
like
you guys
Dasha.
felt like was a story? I forgot about that.
That was
Oh, the
the brooch, the story of the brooch that you read from Philip's notes.
Yeah, it wasn't super specific, but it kind of went into this. There was a story behind it,
Yeah.
and Sylvia was able to put together that it kind of fit towards the occult, that type of mysticism around it. Which maybe that's part of what gives it its value, even if any of you would consider that BS.
But it just, I mean, yeah, these are stories. Like, it's a great story. It's a story that's got a bunch of people chasing after something that costs apparently way more than $20,000. But I mean, that's what items are throughout history, right? Isn't that what gets people fighting over religious artifacts and everything else that's happened? You guys not read your history books?
Value that's just, objects have value that's assigned to it, but the brooch was purchased for nothing.
Dash, aren't you the one who's supposed to chase stories?
Why do you think I'm still here? But we're chasing a story.
It feels like.
I also chase stories that impact real people's lives, not these fairy tales we're chasing around for
Apparently, we're trying.
extra legal means.
Bogey's biological father's involved, and
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna say
that's
that
the weird
apparently we're
part.
playing Maury, trying to find out who Bogey's daddy is.
Nah, I don't care. Like, nah, you misunderstood the whole thing. Like, who he is unimportant. Sylvia has it right. Biological father. He has half of my DNA, or I have half of his DNA, but this is unimportant.
my dad's involved too somehow.
Is that important?
Is to my story.
Which is what? Have you told us your story before?
I don't know. Probably.
I can't remember what we talked about last.
It seems this whole time that Sylvia's been playing things kind of close to the chest, so I don't know how
Yeah.
much she's
Okay.
revealed.
Okay, so when
I
she
think-
says that,
I
I
think
say,
you
which is
did
what?
reveal. I think you did
which-
reveal that you were an only daughter, grew up with a single mother. I think that at least was revealed.
I mean, I
but-
just kind of said like, yeah, worked my ass off all through childhood and school, and
Yeah.
got myself to where I am, and
Now you're gonna throw that away over an item.
it's more the person
Which
than the item.
which person?
My dad. Heard a few stories.
You have a story too?
I mean, most of the story, I guess. Just trying to figure out where it all fits. I mean, all right, seems like you're looking for where you fit, Dash. I mean,
I told you what I'm here for.
to get a job.
I've been looking for a job for the last 6 months. And every time I pick the phone up, I'm told I'm not qualified.
That's not what supposed to be doing.
No, that's what I'm supposed to be doing. That's why I came to this country to start with. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm not in India. That's why I'm here.
Oh, I mean, I worked my whole life for where I'm at, and I like it all right. Maybe there's more to it than just that, just finding that job and Paying the bills.
Because you have a job.
Yeah, it may have a point there. More than it's cracked out to be, or less than it's cracked out to be.
No, like I think that your job's what you make out of it. You know, like exploring inside the earth for a living is not bad.
And I
What
think
about
that.
you?
Oh, go
What
ahead.
about you? What about you, Quinn? Since we're all revealing life stories here.
What about me? Don't have any. Like, I don't have any parent stories. Just, I've always just tried to stick up for people, I guess. Couldn't. People who got shoved around.
Is that what you think this is?
There's a lot of people getting shoved around.
Yeah, but who's doing the shoving?
Me, mostly.
There's a lot of shoving. You're not going with the flow. If you're moving too fast for the environment,
I mean,
you
what
just need to sit down.
Apparently,
If
we
you start getting shoved, then you should probably hurry up.
No, I mean, there's a lot of people who don't deserve it. They're just doing the thing they like to do. Other people feel like they gotta stomp on that for whatever reason. Don't like it.
So you push back against those.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, that seems just.
How's that led you here though? I don't feel like have we done anything just over the last week?
I mean, we found that whole complex web of information that we need to deconvolve about whatever Philip Onnings is up to.
Yeah, like, I don't think he's a particularly upstanding guy.
No.
I'm not too troubled about what
And
happened to him.
we found the rogue woman. Like, she's running a thwart of justice.
I mean, she went after that kid.
Yeah.
Wait, so now all of a sudden your capes are on and you're saving civil, like what?
Who's
You're
got
the
a
friendly
cape?
neighbor. You're the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
If
All of
we
a
were doing anything that was just, and I named a couple of things. Now we've got capes.
I mean, Quinn probably shouldn't have punched the guy at the gas station.
I mean,
Definitely should have stolen the computer.
should have or shouldn't have?
Shouldn't have.
Well, it was a split. I mean, it
But
was a
if
split
we-
second
if you
decision.
had- But if you hadn't, we wouldn't know. We wouldn't know that we can't get the broach right now.
Right.
So, like, that's the exact thing that had to happen.
But it doesn't make it just.
But none of the rest of us would have done that.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
Right.
No,
so
he's not.
that's why
I apologize.
important.
I would not have done that. You were right. I would not have done that.
It's important that he is the one that was there when he was and did the thing that he did the way that he did it, because we wouldn't have done that.
Take another smoke break.
What?
It still doesn't make it just. I'm trying to.
But, like, what if this is a cosmic confluence? Then it's just like everybody's roles overlapping everybody else's role.
I hate the fact that Bogey is actually right. Like, I hate the fact that we're going to find out that Bogey is right. Like, I hate that.
He's the only one. Yeah.
Right. He's like, this is bullshit. What are we talking about? And then we're going to find out Bogey's right.
He's the
And it's
only
like,
one who knows what's actually going on.
Yeah.
His mind is more open to it than ours. Don't
He's open-minded enough that his crazy ideas are true.
What do you do if the conspiracy theorist is right?
Depends on the conspiracy.
start buying it.
Right.
It depends on what side of the coin you're on.
Yeah,
Yep.
this is.
Because if you're Lee Harvey Oswald, you catch a bullet.
But if your conspiracy theory is that there's some awesome cosmic force and it's true, that's just awesome.
Yep.
All right. Well, we will call it there for the night. We will pick up a couple days from now in game time, meeting Bill for the next job.
Hey,
Cool.
it's time to hang out with our old pal Bill.
Yeah. I mean, he hung out for a while. I assume he was not there for that conversation. I
No,
assume
I-
he just waited
I
until he
would
left.
not do all those things when Bill was sitting there.
Yeah.
I'd been way too frightened. Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, thanks for hanging out, everybody. Hope you enjoyed another week of mayhem. Oh man. And we'll be back next Thursday with D&D, which will feature. Oh man, you're going to talk about some mayhem. Yeah, next week we're gonna have some returns of some characters. We're gonna see what's down the stairs. It's gonna be. Don't miss this one. And then we'll be back in 2 weeks to find out what the other thing that we have to go get before the other people who want it do.
And then the other thing. And then
Yeah.
the other thing. Yeah.
The other thing. Yep. All right. Have a good night, everybody, and we'll see you next week.
Good night.
Bye.
Long live Wigbit.
Yes.